Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome,
Oh my god.
everybody. Hey, everybody. Lord, another episode of Chill and Spill. Wow. This is show 79. I'm going to do it every week until we reach 100. Oh, yes. 79th show. Wow. How is everybody doing? I am your host, Nubian, and to my right, you have your co-host, Zuz.
Hey y'all.
What's going on? What's going on? How's everyone's weekend been? I'd like to say hello to all of our platforms that we have at the moment. Our two Facebooks, Bigo. Hi, Bigo. Hey.
Hi Bigo.
Welcome to Chill and Spill. YouTube. Did I say YouTube?
YouTube.
Mixcloud. Kick. Last but not least, GMPC Live. Welcome
up.
aboard. Yes, and we have to big up all the DJs as well. We have to big up every single DJ on the GMPC Live because they do an amazing job each and every week without fail. We're going to big up Benson, General, Jackie. Happy belated birthday, Jackie.
Bop Jackie.
So I feel like there's a lot of Leos around me.
Big up Jackie. My fellow Leo King.
Big up Mango. Anyway, you're there. And big up Mark, Abraham, and Rooster. Big up the DJs them. They've done an amazing job this week. You know, we celebrated Jackie's birthday this week. So big up all the Leos out there and big up those people whose birthday season it is at present. Happy birthday to all you. Happy Earth Strong.
Thank you.
Yes. Your date till tomorrow.
My birthday is tomorrow, guys.
It's Zuzi's birthday tomorrow. Wow. Big birthday tomorrow and she is here with us all the same. Like, what can we say? But good manners and proper conduct.
Literally. Oh my gosh, guys. Anyway.
How's your hang on a minute?
When she asked me how my week's been.
Well, my week. Let's talk about my week now. I have to have a sigh.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
My week has definitely been busy and challenging, but we give thanks all the same, you know. But, you know, end of the day, we have to keep going. You understand? Once we are living healthy, and we're healthy and everything, life goes on. The challenges will come, but we get through the challenges and we'll see the light at the end of the tunnel. So that is what we are working towards. All of us are working towards that. I'm sure of it. How's your week, Zuz?
Wow. My week has also been extremely busy. It's been very tiring. It's been a lot of groundwork, a lot of up and down. And then the weekend just finished me absolutely off. It's not even a
She
joke.
just about made it today.
I
Seriously.
just about made it.
Literally, 1 foot dragging. Like, woof.
Oh my gosh, I was just like, meh.
The birthday weekend.
Someone
it's your
help
birthday
me.
weekend.
I
You have to
know.
celebrate.
I know.
You know, we have to celebrate being
I
here.
feel like I'm getting to that age though. I'm just like, yeah, man. Cup of tea, rub my foot, watch a bit of telly,
A bit of biscuit. A biscuit.
a biscuit. Do you know what I mean? It's the simple things. It's the simple things in life that I enjoy now.
Oh my goodness. Welcome aboard, Barbara. Welcome aboard. Welcome to Chill and Spill.
Welcome.
Hope everyone's doing good, man. Yeah. So, just want to put it out there. If you can like, share, follow, and subscribe to all our platforms, please.
Yes.
While you're watching, that will be absolutely fantastic.
Also, please do not forget that we have a live call-in line.
Wow.
Live.
Live. Not
Live.
only are we live, we've got a live call studio number.
Yes.
Imagine.
Yes.
I mean, where can you find that these days?
Nowhere.
Exactly.
Hardly anyone.
Oh, I wonder what the number is. Well, if you look on your screen, It's running across, but we'll say it. It's 07903 129.
265.
That's 07903 129.
265. Let me just quickly big up the viewers on Mixcloud right now. We got
Yes.
Gary Q. Big up Gary Q.
Big up yourself.
Big up DJ Ranks, aka Southern Comfort.
Big up yourself.
Big up Re83.
Big up
Big
yourself.
up yourselves.
Each and every time. Yes. Oh boy. Well. Welcome aboard, Faye. Welcome aboard. Welcome
Hi,
to
Faye.
Welcome to Chill and Spill, and welcome to those that are first time viewers. The first newcomers, welcome to the newcomers. This is your show, Chill and Spill. We are here every single Sunday with hot topics that you can get involved in. Do not be afraid of getting involved in the topics, because the topics are always fire.
Yes.
Yes.
This is a safe space.
It's a safe space.
And don't feel like just because we're women, we do have another member coming on.
Oh, yes.
It's a safe space for the man them to release your opinions and
That's right.
feelings and express yourself about how you feel about anything.
Exactly.
Anything.
Anything at all. As long as there's no swearing, and, you know, we conduct good language
Yes.
on our talk show.
That's why it's called GMPC. Good manners and proper conduct.
That's right. For those that don't know. And to bearing in mind as well, we are going to be changing our YouTube channel name. So we'll look out for that. So just keep your eye out, because we are going to be changing our YouTube channel name. But back to the topic. I wonder what the hot topic is tonight. Woo.
Oh my God.
The topic is violence in Jamaica and around the globe. Now, this topic is definitely a serious topic, but we have to address what is going on around us. You know, we've all got eyes and ears, you know, so we need to address what's going on. On Sunday, last Sunday, when we was having our show, there was a mass shootout in Jamaica, killing 8 people, 1 including a minor. Now, these people was minding their own business, playing bingo, enjoying their Sunday.
It's very sad.
And then a terrorist, because that is an act of terrorism, a terrorist, more than one, I presume, came and mashed up the place.
It's horrible.
It is absolutely heart-wrenching. Like, we already know that there's violence going on in the world. We know that already. Yeah? There's nothing that we can do about it. We can try to minimize it by sending positive messages, because we do want peace on this earth, what God has put here for us.
Yeah.
We want peace.
Yeah.
But we have to think about where the violence is stemming from.
And even before we address that, condolences to all the family members.
Definitely, for sure.
All the family members, friends of friends, anyone that's affected by this traumatic
Event.
situation.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone that's been affected by it, it's quite shocking, and it's very, very horrible. So even if you're not a close family friend, sometimes you could be a friend of a friend, and your friends are going through it, you know, or you know, you live in that area, it still affects you in some sort of way. So my condolences goes out to the family members and all of those that this tragedy is affecting.
For
Seriously,
sure.
may God be with you, man, and may God give you strength in this very trying time.
Yes, because it's all over the news. It's everywhere, you know, and it's not just Jamaica. There's a lot of these things going on around the world all the time.
Yes.
You know,
Sudan as well.
Sudan.
Sudan is another place where there's a lot of violence, you know, and I feel like then no one's not really talking about it on the news, you know. Congo, there's genocides going on all over the world, and no one's not really talking about it as much as it should be spoken about. So that's why we have, you know, this kind of show. It's not just about, you know, man, woman. It's about serious topics as well. It's about expressing oneself
Exactly.
and making the people aware of these situations. It's about bringing awareness.
Exactly. That's what it's about. Welcome aboard, Antonio Nice. Thank you for the compliment, and you're always cooking something.
Where's mine?
We don't never get
listen,
nothing.
stop telling me what you're cooking and telling me when you're sending it to me. That's what I want to know. It's my birthday tomorrow, General. And I want what you're cooking right now. I'm hungry.
Do you know what I mean? We're always hungry. What's going on? Yeah, so we have to think about where the violence is stemming from. Obviously, we know there's a lot of these places, there's a lot of poverty. Poverty is high on the list. Government, politics.
Politics.
Come on. You can't really, like, politics is, I don't know what country politics don't affect people, the citizens. It's everywhere. Yeah, but places like Jamaica and the Caribbean, because Trinidad and Tobago, they've got a high crime rate as well.
Yes,
Very, very high crime rate. And they assist people. They say, you know what? Try not to go to this place. You know, even Jamaica, they're trying to say, you know what? Stay away from this place because of the violence. But at the same time, they're such beautiful islands. And there's shortage. When it comes to police, there's shortage.
Do you know what? And not even just that, yeah. I feel like, you know how you said about the poverty? Yes, there is poverty. But then when people start saying, you know, don't go there and stay away from the island, all that's going to bring is more poverty.
Exactly.
People need to go to the island to spend money so their economy can grow, so then more, you know, people can have more, you know. And I feel like, again, with the politics,
it's creating more.
It's the governments need to be working harder for the community a bit more. You know, there needs to be more jobs and an easier way of life. And it's not easy in Caribbean countries.
Exactly.
It's not easy. And also, it's not easy thinking, oh, you know, England is a better choice. Trust me.
No, it's not.
It's not easy over here either.
No, and we've got the most surveillance in the world. We've got the most surveillance cameras in the world.
Exactly.
In the world, you know.
Exactly.
The little UK on the map has got the most surveillance camera in the world.
And yet still things still happen.
But yet, sometimes they can't even find the criminals. So make that make sense. Welcome aboard, Rooster.
Hi,
Welcome
Rooster.
aboard. Welcome aboard, Mark.
Mark, it's my birthday tomorrow. Yes.
It's his birthday tomorrow too.
Is it your birthday tomorrow?
Oh my, I'm surrounded.
Oh my gosh. Mark? Big up yourself. My fellow Leo King. Big up. We've got the best birthday. 19th of August. That is my birthday. Big up yourself. Happy birthday.
Welcome aboard, Kapreem. Welcome aboard.
Evening, Kareem.
Good evening, and welcome to Chill and Spill, everybody. Good evening, Benson.
Morning.
Good evening.
How are you?
Giving thanks as always.
Thank you, Rooster.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm still
Yeah,
birthday
man.
celebrations.
Celebrate your birthday, man. Celebrate from now. Them alone born, That's what I
Oh
say,
my
so
God.
celebrate,
Oh, and Marcus Garvey's birthday was yesterday. Rooster's informing us.
See? Special
See?
people.
Look at that.
Very special, wise, vibrant, strong people, you know.
Talk out the things.
We make a difference in the world. We really do.
Oh dear, oh dear. Well, you know what? I'm going to let you have your moment.
Thank
okay?
you. Thank you. And thank you, Mark.
And you know what, Mark?
Empress King.
Happy birthday for tomorrow, man.
Big up
Seriously,
yourself.
I didn't even know that DJ Jackie and DJ Mark were just days apart.
Yep.
This is crazy. We've got 2 Leos on the radio. Wow.
3.
Okay, yeah, 3.
Okay.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
You got 3. Oh yes, man. You're gonna turn up tomorrow, I'm sure.
Yes, turning up tomorrow.
Yes. So back to the topic at hand. Yes. So, you know, there's a lot to take into consideration. We have to also say that I feel like a lot of it has jealousy and envy as well. All these mass killings, and just mental health. You could be, there's, you know, undiagnosed mental health people out there. Come on.
Yes, there is.
You're not going to send yourself to the doctors and say, you know what, I think I've got mental health.
No, and that's very, very true.
Yeah.
But I still feel like it more stems from maybe not having, or like you said, someone else having more than you and not being able to manage your emotions about that, or just say to yourself, well, I'm going to work harder for myself and make something of myself. You know, if when you're struggling, sometimes you're faced with your biggest challenges, so it can be hard to kind of, you know, think straight in certain circumstances. Now, that's not an excuse, but I'm just saying, when you're struggling and you don't have, or you feel like, you know, you're responsible for someone, whether it's your parent, your child, or a family member, things are just, you feel like the world's a little bit on your shoulders.
That's
Do you
it.
get what I'm saying?
Yep. Benson, what's your views on the mass destruction?
Well, to be honest with you, you know,
Thank you, Caprine. Thank you for the compliment.
shooting, sorry for using that word, bam, 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 has been going on in Jamaica and around the world for a time now. But what has brought this one to the forefront is the amount in one go. But if you do check the stats and stuff, they will even have more around the island in one particular day. The only difference is that this one was at one place. And the same emphasis should be placed when it happens to a individual and what is happening now.
Absolutely.
That same publicity, that same outrage should be happening when one person is even affected by it.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So that is the thing, that when you do look at what is happening now, I'm wondering if the people aren't taking stock of what is happening around them. Because sometimes you do have more than that amount per day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think also the fact that there's a minor as well
Yeah.
with the amount of people. if you get what I'm saying. Like, that's lost their lives for, to me, no
It's
reason.
just innocent.
There's no
The-
reason,
There's a lot of innocent people here.
you
There's-
know?
Remember, they do minors also find themselves in this sort of thing before now, right? And sometimes I look at society and it proves to me day in, day out where people's attention is at. And it proves to me also that people that they are hearing but they're not listening. Just like when you will have a politician will come out and make this flamboyant speech about something, and everybody will cheer and say hip hip hooray. And then when they leave that place, if you ask them what the politician said, they're not able to repeat it.
Exactly.
I agree. And not only that, I feel like a lot of politicians kind of say what they think the community want to hear. And then they don't act on it themselves. So they can say that, you know, we're going to create more jobs, or we're going to, you know, give opportunities for children to be able to go to university, funding, grants, or whatever. And they don't fulfill those promises that they make. Now, that's just not Jamaica, you know, that's everywhere.
Yeah.
That's over here. That's in every country. A lot of countries, politicians do promise things that they cannot fulfill, because at the time they just want the votes to get into office, and they just want to be able to get a chance to represent, but they do not fulfill their promises.
Is it a case where they don't want to fulfill the promises?
To me personally, I don't feel like even these politicians are in control. I feel like some of them they have a certain amount of power to do certain things. But even if they had a specific idea, like, you know, maybe to give free education, I think that someone above them will be like, you can't do that. Someone that we don't ever see. Do you get what I mean? Someone that's in the background that we will never see, we'll never know their face, we'll never know their name, but they have that power. Because to me, education should be free everywhere.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is a lot of lack of education that stems violence, right?
No, I'm not saying that.
It could be a contribution.
It could be a contribution. That wasn't really my point. My point was politicians promise a lot of things to the community, especially the poorer community, and it does not get fulfilled, and then poverty continues. Do you get what I'm saying? They're not pouring into the community like how they should be. Yes, education would be pouring into the community, but it doesn't just start and stop there, if you get what I'm saying.
Well, what's Mark saying?
Mark says, until the system starts to give everyone a chance to enjoy Earth to the fullest, it won't stop. That's a very powerful opinion.
Mark,
Yeah, that's crazy.
until the system starts
But
to give everyone a chance.
the system is not designed for that, you know.
No, I feel like
The
it's working
system-
perfectly.
Yeah, the system
Yeah.
is designed for what is actually happening.
Destruction.
Yes.
And the thing is, when you take a look and see where these decision making that these guys do, you will sometime have to wonder which planet are they from in some decisions that they make in regarding to a lot of stuff. To see if, when for something to be feasible and how it can work. Now, another thing with the society, as we get older, I personally think that people are getting more fearless, more in that frame of mind that they don't care. Then no love is there, no compassion, no forgiving, and all those things has been slowly being eradicated from society.
Do you know what? I'm glad that you mentioned specifically that love part, because with love there is giving, forgiving, and it comes all under love. Back in the day, you wouldn't itch to help your neighbor. Do you get what I'm saying? If they needed something. Or I remember when I was young and I went to Jamaica to visit my grandparents, and everyone that was walking past was greeting them good morning.
Yes.
Now, you don't get that over here. And I feel like I've said this on the show before. You don't get that over here, that sense of community. You in some places, yes, but not everywhere. And literally, there was a really big amount of love that I felt when I was over there for my grandparents. That respect, that love. And that is something that this world that we're living in now is in lack of.
For sure.
Because you would think
But the
a little
thing
bit
is-
more about your actions.
But the thing is, you got to think of it like this. Even though people are saying good morning, good night, and good afternoon, that same neighbour may turn around and do something to you the next day.
Yeah, and I'm not disputing that. But what I'm saying is,
but the thing is, even
if
though
it's the
I'm
true
just
love,
saying
though,
that, even if it's what I'm
I'm
saying.
not just saying this fake love.
No,
or
no,
just,
fake
you know,
love. But that's what I'm saying. But the world that we live in now, you're not even sure who's genuine and who's not.
yeah, but you know what? I don't want to live like that.
Nobody does.
I don't want to live constantly thinking, oh, is this person genuine? Or is this... No, I'm just going to take them as they are. And I'm going to listen to my instincts, my inner vibe, because it never lets me down.
Because people will take your life just for being you.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
It's literally just for that.
When you calculate the persons who committing these vicious crimes, right? Majority of the time, they are not over 35, you know. They are 35, under 35,
Exactly.
going up to 15, 16. So when you do look at it in that sense, who is the cause of it? What is the cause of it? What has contributed to them, for this younger generation now, to be so heartless?
But there's a lot of grooming, Benson, as well.
The-
There's a lot of grooming from the older generation that's in that street
But then it
life.
stems from the parents as well, though, isn't it?
so
it
that
can-
will go right down back to the parents.
Yeah, it goes to the parents because
yeah, but sometimes sometimes the parents is doing everything what they're supposed to do. For instance, let's just step away from Jamaica at 2 seconds.
no, but it's for it's
And
around the world, though.
It is around the world, but I'm
It's not
talking
just-
about over here now. Over here, you could have a 2-parent home, yeah, and you have a 2-parent home, and your son or your child could still go in this gang life or still end up committing the biggest crimes. Maybe because the parents are working so hard to provide for that child that they are unable to balance things and be able to spend time with the child.
Yeah.
So then they're lacking in some sort of areas.
Yeah.
And then then they see their friends who or some people in the area that's older than them. And those people in that area will make them feel like, yeah, you're family. You're my bro. What, are you hungry? What? Here's some money to go and get yourself some trainers. Especially if these parents are not they don't have the best jobs and they're not earning really, really big money. They can't always afford to provide, the latest trainers. They can provide trainers, but maybe not the latest trending trainers. You have these older group of guys that will say, it's all right, I'll buy that for you. And then now automatically, I feel like there's some sort of love there for me.
Yeah, a family.
Yeah, you're my brother now. You're my sister now. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's how it starts. So the child could come from a two-parent home, loving two-parent home, but just because they're lacking in one area, that's where those people will see that vulnerability and pounce on them and groom them to be run around boys, girls, or whatever, and do certain things that they're not supposed to do and committing certain crimes that they're not supposed to be doing.
And sometimes, not only that as well, it can stem from sexual assault. You could be sexually abused or something when you was younger and stuff like that, and you've got a vendetta about it, and you just want to lash out and destroy anybody in your eyesight. That too, because that's another thing that while I was doing my research, that is high in the Caribbean.
But
And not just the Caribbean,
So-
but I'm just saying, yeah, everywhere.
yeah, I understand what they're saying, Newbert. But Zeus, what you was saying a while ago, right? In terms of the home, I can guarantee that majority of these young girls who commit these crimes, they are from a broken home. They are either have a mother, which the father is not playing a role, or vice versa, or they are growing with their grandmother or their grandfather. Now what happened is, majority of the time we will look at it in a way and said it's from the home. But what we have to realize is that we have a generation now where is actually the child and the parents are actually the same age. And what happened is those a lot of the parents, they condole certain things because they didn't even get to reach maturity before they start having kids. So it's also something that has to do with it if you realize that this generation now is a younger generation that is committing all these uproar in society. And the way that society is, it actually, if you're listening carefully, the society makes me sad. And this is why I'm going to say this. Now, last week we discussed Jamaica. This topic is for around the world. No bashing on Jamaica. That's where I'm from. And I'm entitled to do so if I choose to do so. But I will use them as a perfect example. Now, what happened is, that thing that transpired last week, right? This is the society that we have. Kids having kids.
For sure.
When that son or that daughter becomes as tall as the mom or the dad, they can't talk to that child anymore. So that aspect of it is broken down, wherein we would have to allow ourselves to put the blame to somewhat on the parents. Because
Mark says true. These parents don't know any better.
yeah, it's like the kids have a free for all.
Yeah.
They are as tall as the mom, they are as tall as the dad. And then there now, even if they are as tall as the mom and the dad, remember that most of the younger generation, if they're having kids, those mothers and fathers are outgoing parents.
Down to earth.
Yes,
Yeah.
so you will have to find, because if you look back into Jamaica now, and you should divide the population and find out how much of the population as parents that goes to a party and leave the kids at home. That
Yeah.
goes to a party.
Yeah. And not even in Jamaica. That is
Yeah.
that is
Around the world.
everywhere.
Around the world.
Everywhere.
So that is how it is. It has been changed in that sense, with the kids having kids And in that, the parents aren't strong enough to give them that home training for them to fulfill the dream that the mother and father wish it for any child. And then the other part of society that hurts my heart. Now, when we look at the diaspora of Jamaica, now, I've been watching some clippings this week, right? And this is what came to mind. How it's going to be very, very hard for Jamaica to change. Big up all the police them that are good police.
Yes.
Good cop, bad cop.
Genuine. Yeah.
The problem is that the police in Jamaica, they are dealing with the people that has the same attitude as the police. The police has the same attitude as the people on the road. Some of them. Now, that is fighting fire with fire.
Where's the water?
There
Where's
is
the-
no water. There is no breaking down in the system. So when each country comes out and said, all right, we're short of police. Remember, years ago in Jamaica, the average age to be a police, it went up to 35. Now they take the 5 off it and up to 30 now. So they are looking for a younger generation to become police. And when you look at it, where society is concerned, and around the world, how a lot of people, right, have been mistreated by police, by the bad police. Not saying that there's not good police out there, but the good police action is hardly documented.
Yeah. It's true.
It's not bring to the forefront.
No,
it's
it's always the
not.
bad ones.
Yep.
So,
Go on.
sorry, the youngers know that who decide to become a police is the ones that don't really have a choice. What else am I going to do? Is either I'm going to turn a police or a soldier.
Oh, going to the army. Yeah.
Yeah. So they don't really have a choice. Not you will find a small average of them, if they are honest with themselves, that really, really love the force. So what is going to happen is you're going to recruit someone now who is doing this as an escape route.
Yeah.
It's like when I listen to the Prime Minister of Jamaica too, this is where I tell you that when it comes to politics and people making votes or whatever it is, in Jamaica, they have the two major parties, the PNP and the JLP. For years, these parties, other parties have been formed, they haven't been successful. Now what happened is, when politics come into it, I'm going to tell you that this is how I know that people are not listening to politicians. Because the labor rights, they are not going to a PNP meeting, and the PNP are not going to a labor meeting. Now, what happened is, when I was in Jamaica, I used to go to both meetings, and I used to listen out for the manifesto to see what that individual is saying for me to make a decision as where I'm going to put my vote. Not because of the love of the party.
Yeah.
So those persons, 95% of Jamaica vote for the love of the party.
Yes.
And I think that's everywhere though.
And everywhere, they
Yeah.
vote for the love of the party.
yeah, more than
Yes.
what
Which
they
is
what they bring.
What they're bringing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, two things that the Prime Minister of Jamaica did that it didn't sit well with me, and it's not even couple weeks ago when they have their independence. He spoke about Jamaica being independent, and he spoke about how Marcus Garvey and all those people who fight for us, Sam Sharp and stuff like that, those heroes. But yet still, one of the main area in Jamaica, right, that a lot of people would go to hold a meditation to make that connection with the forefathers, like those persons who gave us, who fought for our independence, which is a compound, right?
Yeah.
And if you look at it now in Jamaica, where the head chief of a compound, the problems that he is going through now with Jamaica and the politicians down there. The last incident that they had was some trees, right, that has been cut from a compound where they had to block the road for them not to even cut the trees or to take away the trees. The trees are probably 500 years old.
Maybe more.
Or more.
Yeah.
And those trees are cut down. Nobody know where those trees are gone. Now, all those places, those lands, and those trees shouldn't be touched. So when I hear that Prime Minister now come out and make that speech about independent and mention those persons, you're saying one thing and you're doing the opposite. Because that should never be happening.
No.
The other people that heard about a compound, it was because the chief and the Jamaica government had problem for them to be so popular and recognized now.
Yep.
So isn't that a telltale sign that the people of Jamaica is not listening?
No, they're not
now, when
listening.
it comes to the crime and violence, if you listen to the Prime Minister, he's telling you, we're going to go out and hunt them down and take them down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're
That's what
giving
he
them
said.
back violence to violence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if the people are listening.
Yes. I heard him
So
say
it's
it with
the
my own
same.
ears.
It's the same society. He's no different from the people who is doing it, because that is not expected of someone of his intelligence, in my eyes, to say something like that. So what is going to happen now? You tell me what is going to happen, because it's fire fighting fire.
Yeah,
There needs to be another outlet.
for sure. And Faith, Faith says, being tall doesn't make any difference to me. The children need discipline, and it's the parents are the ones to deliver it, no matter the height.
Yeah, that is true, but it's also what Benson was saying. It's children having children,
Yeah.
or it's and so. I remember Benson saying earlier that they didn't really get the life skills. They're not teaching them the life skills or the home skills, and that's because they didn't get that. So it's just literally a vicious cycle. It's just like history continuously repeating itself. You know, I didn't get taught this, so then I can't teach you this. Even though I think that even though you might not have been taught something, when you get to a certain age and you know that you was lacking, I feel like you should try your best to acquire that and give that to your child.
Exactly.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's like if you didn't have, you know, if you didn't have your dad in your life, or you didn't have your mum in your life, and then you become a parent yourself, I feel like you should, as a person that did not have that parent, you're going to try and make sure that you're in your child's life differently. It's not going to be the same. There's no book on how to be a parent. And do you get what I'm saying? You're going to come across challenges and whatnot. But you're
you
still
also know
going
what's
to try
right,
and
what's
be
wrong.
better than what you received.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Welcome aboard, CC. Welcome
Welcome
aboard.
aboard, CC.
What's Faith saying?
You read for... I can't read for right now, my eyes.
Oh. A lot of the time, the parents are very selfish and lazy and just can't be bothered to nurture and implement structure in the children's lives. All they care about is what is going to make themselves happy.
Yeah.
That's all they care about. And it's very. This is the world that we're living in. Very selfish world
Yeah.
that we're living in right now. Seriously.
You're putting raving above your children.
Yeah.
Raving.
Going out, just doing whatever.
And you don't even know how you're going to get the rent next week. That just does not make sense to me.
You know, there's a lot of selfishness going on, and I feel like that's why we're getting a lot of high crime right now. As Benson says, you know, we've got parents leaving their children at home by themselves, and they're underage.
You know,
A lot of them have been found deceased because of that.
I think, you man, personally, Zeus, it's because we are not paying attention. And what happened is like the social media also. It glorifies, I think, most time bad things.
And sometimes music as
100%.
well. Sometimes
Alright,
music.
as an
Sometimes.
all right, you know what I'm upset with Vibes Cartel with? I'm not gonna lie.
What?
I'm happy he's out. Now, you come out from wherever for that period of time, right?
Yeah.
And you know he is fully aware of how influential he is. Now, how can you now come and you have God's love in your forehead, right? And then you come out and everything that you thought now be a badness. You get what I mean? You finish a statement, you make a video, be a badness. You know how the badness go. Which badness? You get what I mean? What type of thing that now for you now have God's love in your forehead? Be a badness.
And you know
Badness. You understand what
No,
I mean?
I-
That word.
I-
Now look at it with those influential persons. You get what I mean?
That's
It's like
right.
I can't fathom their thinking, what they're doing to society, because he know he has the power, can change many youth's life
Yes.
just to see him.
It's true.
And this is how life set up now, wherein the people are so caught up in other things that they glorify the persons who is giving them beer badness,
Yeah.
and don't
Yes.
glorify the persons who is giving them righteousness
Right.
and consciousness.
Well,
Right.
we've got two sides of the coins here. We've got two people that's been incarcerated, two artists. You've got Bujo and then you've got Vibes Cartel. Now, if you look at both, you can hear how Buju speaks and listen how Buju speaks and listen how Vibes speaks.
But the difference is between the two is the generation that they have control over. Because Bujo, he's now of the older generation.
Yeah, he is.
Vibes Cartel is where the generation is that is committing the crime. Not saying that is him.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's him, but what I'm saying, he will more have an influence on the younger generation.
Yes.
Exactly.
And then Bujo will have influence
On
on
the
the older
older.
generation.
Right. He could easily say louder thing and put all the weapons away and
Yeah,
let's
be a-
but go on Nubian. 'Cause I know
Yes.
you was landing.
Yeah, sorry. Welcome aboard, Zorna. Welcome aboard. Welcome to Chill and Spill. Zorna says, good evening, guys. Greed, jealousy, and bad mind also contributes to crime. And that's what I was saying earlier. Jealousy and envy definitely contributes to crime, for sure. And greed, because the next person's got more than them, or they haven't reached a stage in their life, they haven't reached a certain...
They don't want to work.
Yeah, and Rooster says his music speaks a lot about him, Vibes.
All right. You know why I don't put it down to poverty?
Why?
Especially in Jamaica. You know how many young entrepreneurs of that age group that is doing farming?
But they've also the farming. But the thing is, was it yesterday? I think today. I think it was that a vendor lost her life. A vendor.
Yeah, So,
For what reason?
all right. So when you look at it, if you calculate the age group, there are persons in Jamaica just the same that is of that age group that is still working. Nobody is not saying it's easy, but they still find something to do. It's like a society of laziness, of digging out the hand middle. Oh, beg your thing there, and beg your thing there, and beg your thing there.
It's their
The same,
mindset.
it's the same, beg your thing there. Remember, if I am from that generation, how comes a next man in your area of the same age group can get up in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, and go to work just the same? And do things just the same for acquire their own money.
And be
So,
successful.
yes, so with those things that Zana mentioned and you, Nubian, it also contributes, and there's also an element of laziness that is taking over society.
People
for
just
those-
want quick money. They
Yeah.
don't want to work hard for it.
Yeah, for sure.
And anything that you put your mind to, anything that you want to do, you have to put hard work in. There's no running away from it. If you want to start a
Like the
business, if
minor
you want to
things,
start, if you want to
yeah.
create an app, if you want to be a travel agent, if you want to be a doctor, nurse, even if you want to be a
cashier.
social media influencer,
Yeah, even a cashier,
yeah,
anything.
or a cashier, or a person that helps clean the streets, you still have to put hard work in.
Yes. And Faye says, yes, exactly, Benson. And then the children will pick up this language and think it's the way forward.
Exactly. It's not. It's not. I don't agree with that.
And social media has so much power.
All right.
Because back in the day, when you think about it, was social media about like this? No, it wasn't. We had the old brick phone with the green screen, no apps. It rings and that's it.
All right. Look at TikTok. Yeah? I've never seen this before, and I can call the name. Right? On TikTok. Now, they will speak about in China, where they're in China, what they have it.
Yeah.
And everybody should be aware of this. What we are seeing on TikTok here is not that is shown in China on TikTok. Look at it.
No. Yeah.
Now,
They've got restrictions.
yes, as to what is shown. It's
Yeah.
more educational stuff and stuff like that. Now they have it over here like it's a free for all. Remember,
And the US.
yeah, it's a free for all. Now the government in US and say they're gonna ban them, and TikTok is so smart. They said they're gonna ban them, and UK said they're gonna do it. You know what they did? They sponsor the Olympics. They sponsor the Olympics. So they sponsor UK national team for the Olympics, right? So what happened is, when they made that sponsor now, when you go to court and you're gonna try them and said, all right, this is what do you do and rate it, and look at the Olympics, we did it. So you see, and then even if when you look at it or whatever, it's the worst. I've never heard Jamaicans be so rude and out of order yet on TikTok. If you want to know new bad words and dirty words that Jamaicans speak, look at TikTok. And they don't stop it. And the thing that hurts me is I wrote a letter. The Chelsea fans were commenting on it.
Yes.
And I wrote a letter, said, dear, what happened now? Get rid of Patch. All this man is bringing his heartache. TikTok ban me, warn me, send me a warning letter that they're going to ban me for hatred, committing hatred. Look at on the platform of how much hatred is going on it. And violence, and this one threatening this one telling this one about the mom.
Serious
about
violence
that.
is on TikTok,
Don't
you know?
it? So what type of society are you creating? And the people are so caught up in it.
Yeah, it's true. Welcome aboard, Dahlia. Welcome aboard.
Hi, Dahlia.
Big up yourself. Faye says, we used to have the analog phones. Back in the day, not even the
We
Nokia, the old school analog phones.
1 second, guys.
So if you calculate it and see what is happening to society and realize what is happening, right? Then you will actually know that there is a problem that stems deeper than what our eyes are seeing. You will know that there is something that is going wrong. And for the people who do have a voice, they're not saying anything.
No,
Right?
nothing at all.
I'm
And they got the power. They've got so much power to make such a great impact on society. But yet they are glorifying violence and adding fuel.
to the fire.
It's ridiculous.
Buntikiller receive an order of distinction from the Prime Minister of Jamaica the other day.
Wow.
And I didn't want him to get it. You know why I didn't want him to get it?
Why is that?
Because I think personally, and this is my opinion, that is going to change his views of how he used to speak about the system. And I'm wondering within myself, is an accolade that he should have received long ago.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Bounty Killer. Congratulations, Beanie Man. He should have received that long ago. But I'm wondering if that is a strategy. Remember, they detained Bounty Killer in Trinidad, for a couple hours, And as the Prime Minister of Jamaica, he had to call, I think it was last week or 2 weeks now, for them to let him go, for him to perform in Trinidad.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
So
Who knew about that?
When you
'Cause I
look at
didn't.
it, when you look at it now,
What did they detain him for, though?
they didn't state the reason why,
Oh, okay.
right? Because he had a show in
Trinidad.
In Trinidad.
Mm.
No,
I think they've got a cheek, actually, not in a bad way, but the level of violence in
Yeah.
Trinidad. Wait, then bright.
I'm wondering now if this is a psychological plot. So remember the system, how the system is, and that was a person who was an extrovert. Is that going to change him?
Hell no.
Let us mark this down in our diary. Let us mark this down in our diary. Because he used to speak about the system and what is happening.
Oh yes.
And
vocal about it.
yeah, now even with the crime and violence, new man, I think it's about a year now. Listen, I'm not a Labourite and I'm not a BNP. I'm just listening to what the Prime Minister is saying. And in regards to crime and violence.
Welcome aboard, Big Man Tings. Big Man Tings says, nonsense. Why you feel an award from the government is going to change a person?
That is the same thing. What is his name?
Big Man Tings.
All right, Big Man Things. That is, you're just looking through a binoculars that only have one glass. You need to have a binoculars that has two glasses. How many years now Bounty Killer should have received that award? No.
Why did they always wait for people to pass away as well?
I'm
in
happy
order
they
for them.
did. I'm happy they did it now.
Yeah, because
I'm
they always
happy.
do it when they're not there anymore.
And I'm happy they did it now. But what I'm saying is, and I'm repeating what I'm saying, I'm wondering if this is going to change him from not being so vocal. You understand what I'm saying? That is what I'm saying. Because people do change.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
hope he don't. So I hope he don't.
I don't see Bounty. I don't see him changing, to be honest, because he's a big man And like with the older you get, the more set in your ways you are. So I don't feel like he will change, to be honest. You may be right, Benson, but to me personally, I don't think he's going to change his personality for anybody, to be honest. You know what I mean? Because I'll tell you something. He's reached a level in his career where he shouldn't have to change. This is why he's where he is now, because of his personality and his character. Big Man Ting says, if he did receive a degree from UWI, would it change him?
It depends what degree and what he want to major in. You understand? Remember.
And Faye says people do change, yes.
This is food for thought. This is food for thought. We could go on for the entire night and speculating, but I'm giving you my opinion. This is food for thought. And Big Man Thing, thank you for your opinion. Just the same, but it is food for thought. So you hold on that bicycle handle that you're holding on, and I will hold on my spectaculars that I'm looking through. It's food for thought. So this is how society, we have to wonder what can change these youngers from committing crime.
Yes.
What is the main contribution of them committing
I don't know
a crime?
about you, Benson, but I feel like the youngers of today, they're so stubborn, man.
They're different.
Seriously, man. They're very, very, very stubborn. You would have thought that they're older in age, because to me, the older you get, the more stubborn, more, you just one way, you just think one way and that's it. I feel like the younger generation, you can't really tell them nothing. So I don't know what, like you said, I only think that the only thing that can change them is who they look up to, who they inspire to. If they was to change the way they are, because they look up to them, they may think, hang on a minute, this is a bit weird. How come they're talking like this? They might even bun them out. That's how the young youths are. They might be like, you know what? He's chatting rubbish. I ain't listening to him no more. And go on to somebody that is talking more their language. That's how I think. As much as I don't want to believe that's how they are, but from what I've seen, a lot of the younger generation, they got the thickest skull. They don't listen. They don't want to take no advice. Don't tell me nothing. I know what's best for me. Leave me alone. Because we're just old and don't know what we're talking about. We're just nagging them, Welcome aboard, Christine. Welcome aboard. Don't worry if you're late. I have to send apologies for Zuz. Zuz was on the panel, but she's just gone for a moment. Yep, don't worry about the lateness, love. As long as you're here, that's the main thing. Dahlia says, I get what you're saying, but I don't think he will change. Bounty. And she also says, different generation, man. There is nothing like us when we were growing up. They're nothing like us. This is what I'm saying. They're nothing like us.
The problem, they are different. And the problem that we have is role models. Now what happened is, this is how, if you look into it on a deeper scale, I think the society, the youths are confused. Right? And when I say they are confused, because now this is the medium that we are looking at it. I'm looking at it at now, Nubian. There's so many things that is going on in the churches, things that pastors are doing, things that church members are doing, and then now it has become public. Now, can you see the drift in society wherein the youths now looking towards a church or look up to a church, and then all of a sudden you hear that this church is doing that, this church is doing that.
Yep. It's
Then
corruption.
then they wouldn't go to the church. Just the same way that
Yeah,
they
it's
are
corrupt.
scared. Yeah, because if you go in any area now and ask how many young youths like police.
No, some of that like that. You
None
understand?
of them like police.
Yeah, so it's the same thing. So where are the youths going to go now? They have to go out there now and seek for different role models.
Yeah.
And the role models that they choose is now, are they a good role model to bring the next generation to the forefront, to eliminate
this
this
is what I'm
crime and
afraid of.
violence?
This is what I'm afraid of, because at the end of the day, if the generation below us has this mindset, what happens to the generation after them? It's just mass destruction, as far as I'm concerned. Zorna says, some of these younger generations feel like they're entitled to things that they don't work for. Some of them beg and are disrespectful with it. It's true. And Faye says, there's nothing like us. They're nothing like us because we had a firm hand, discipline and structure. We had the fear of our parents. We had to stay in line, dread. And in the UK, the government says you're not allowed to discipline your children.
They're discussing that in Jamaica since week 2.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they had that discussion in Jamaica since
That you
week.
can't they're looking into it.
Yeah.
Wow. Big Man Ting says, brother, you're making some strong statements. We, the adults, have to have a balance too. We have to have a balance. Zorna says, begging and crime is the order of the day for some of them. Yeah. Begging and crime. Listen, I'm not going to lie. The amount of beggars in the UK right now is growing like crazy. I'm not going to lie. I've been to Miami, and in Miami, it is serious in Miami as well. Like, a lot of these people glorify a lot of these places. And when you go there, the poverty, it is next to none. Seriously. You can't believe, because they're just showing palm trees, beach, restaurants, the party life, the happy times. They're not showing the dark side of a lot of these places. Until you start traveling, you'll realize that there's a lot of violence. Even Brazil. Brazil is it Honduras? Honduras isn't in Brazil, isn't it? Is it in Brazil, Honduras? Yeah.
No.
No, is that Mexico?
What? They're
Honduras.
different places now.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Just talking. Dahlia says, they have a spirit of entertainment and disrespectful, and the system prevents parents from parenting the way they see fit. I'm telling you something. I definitely know some younger generations, and when you talk to them, just don't listen. And I find, even when they're young, like 3 years old, toddlers, they're not listening from then. They don't want to listen. So by the time that they're teenagers, just forget it. Just forget it. And like Benson said, a lot of them have come from broken homes. If they're single parents, single dads, single mums,
The thing is,
it's challenging.
Yeah,
Because
but
it takes a village.
we would want to forget it, but we can't. Because for those persons who are in the position where they know that someone, a younger, needs help and going down a pathway and you can assist them, we still needs people like us just the same, and we can't give up the fight. even though at times it may seem hopeless, but we still have to try our best. Just the same.
Exactly. We have to try. We can't just give up.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah, we have to try because you know what?
and-
Every child is different.
Yeah.
So it may work for one child and it may not work for another child. We can't just paint everyone the same brush. But there are a lot of stubborn children out there. Welcome aboard, Colin. Welcome aboard, Colin Virtue. Colin says everything is bad in New York. Oh dear. Welcome aboard, Rupert. Welcome aboard. Everything is bad in New York. Like, this is
So-
why we're not just basing the show on Jamaica, because the reason why we've done that is because something major happened in Jamaica this week. You know, not just this week, it happens every day, but this was a mass terrorist attack. You know, and we had to address it because an innocent life was taken. There was a lot of innocent lives taken away, but a minor was taken from us in that mass attack. You know, so I was talking the other day about even the US. That place is so big. The amount of violence and crime that can take place because it's so big, you can just do what you want. Weapons are easily accessed. Like, you can't get a legal weapon in the UK. I'm sure of it. Can you get a legal weapon in the UK? Only in the US, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And in the Caribbean.
You can do here, also, But the thing is,
What levels?
you can do, but most
What levels
times,
do you have to go through to get it?
Yeah, the levels that you have to go through. But this is how this system here is messed up. Now, majority of the time is you hardly, there are persons who here that have the mainly shotguns.
What, in the UK?
Yeah.
Wow.
That you can get it, but what happened is that the process that you have to go through. Remember, I think it was last year, that guy that did the shooting, he had his
The boom boom.
yeah. So you can get it, but it's a more rigorous thing, and I think more persons on the outskirts of London.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
Countryside business.
Yeah, they have it, but it's here that you can do it.
But it's very rare.
yeah, very rare.
Yeah.
And the thing is, one of the things that strikes
Yes,
me.
yes, Faye, here. Yes, Faye.
Yeah.
Faye was like, what, here?
Yeah,
Here?
yeah. It's
Big
here.
Man Ting, sorry to cut you, Benson. Big Man Ting says, the music that we used to listen to back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s did help us back then. The media is a strong influence that paint a narrative in their vision. Yes,
He's absolutely right.
perfectly right.
Now we're looking
Spot
through
on.
the CMI glass now. We're looking in the CMI glass. And you know what he's saying is so true. And I thought about
As a
that
music man, Benson.
No, it's true. He's
Yeah.
right. He's absolutely right. The music have a thing, because what happened is, it's just like I think I mentioned it before. Like when you're hearing a song, yeah? You're hearing a song and you love the song. What is your first reaction to the song as a Jamaican? The first thing you want to do is boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
Then what happens is,
I think it's part of the culture.
it's a part of the culture, but there are some songs, that
Oh, you can get the flame.
yeah.
That too. I mean, that is a good one as well. You know, you get the flame
But
or
you
whatever.
hardly can go into places with
No,
those
no,
stuff.
because you're gonna
Yeah.
fry people's hair.
Yeah. Yeah, too much artificial here and I'm not party now. So you come out with some roast duck and all them something there. You get what I mean? So you go there for celebrate and you're coming out, ending out with ducks and all those stuff. Be a burn duck. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So what happened is, not the ladies them, the duck them will go at the party, not the ladies them. You understand what I mean?
Yes, make that clear.
Yeah, so we have to make that clear. Now, he's right in that aspect of it where the music also has an influence on you, because you will sing a song and sometimes even a long period of time you will have a tendency to do what the song says.
Yeah. Yeah, you
And
would.
and one thing that is where I didn't want to suggest this on this until
Another show.
another show. But one of the things that is heart trenching about Jamaican music, and I can talk about Jamaica because that's where I'm from. If you ever take a look on YouTube where they have their music videos and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and roughly 65% of them have them gun. Them pie. Sorry for use that word. Them
Yeah.
pie. Now what happened is there's no way a music video should contain those things in it. I don't like it, and it's so much of them. It's not like you're looking and you will say, all right, you find it. You can handpick the artists that don't portray that image when they're doing these songs. But the younger generation and the type of songs that they're singing now, that's what they do. Now, when artists, when it comes to them, and their PR persons and their carry on and stuff like that,
Yes.
I consider some of them, I don't have to cut no dub plate from them. So I don't mind if them here and no one give me no song and all them things. I don't really mind. I'm not going to call this artist's name. Right? And this is what I don't know their thought process when they do these things. I saw an artist last week from Jamaica that was performing in New York. And on the stage he had a machine on the stage.
Wow.
During his performance.
Big and bold.
Yeah. Either it's fake or real or whatever it is.
Oh dear.
It's not something good for the image to portray those sort of things. So that is why our music is being locked up in a box. And
For
then
all
artists,
these years.
Nubian, I'm going to say this to you, just the same. We had that discussion already. And it's the same thing in acquiring songs that are clean.
Yeah.
Even when you buy the songs, you can hardly find songs that are clean. Just the same when you're even buying the songs. A lot of times the songs that I play, I buy the songs. And when I do buy the songs, it will tell me that it's clean. And when you play the
False
songs,
advertisement.
yeah, that is the mistake in terms of the barrier language, I think, with the distributors.
Oh,
I
they may
think-
think it's clean, but it's
Yeah,
not.
and it's not clean.
Mm.
So that is another thing wherein the whole thing right now in society, it seems like it's glorifying violence.
Yes, it is.
It's in their music, it's in the action.
Yeah.
Any
Mark
comments?
says when God makes the world, when he made the world, he didn't sell us anything. If you check it, nothing of to sales. It's who changed that until we stopped going to work for money and giving everyone a chance to do the good thing. That's our brain. That's how our brains develops to do. So basically he's saying, if you're not working for what you want, people are just going to go out there and get it anyway. Faye says, no, what I'm saying is you can't buy the shot weapon here legally.
The shot weapon. No,
The
you
shot-
can't
the
buy
shot
it.
weapon, you can't
apply
buy
it.
it.
No, you
No,
don't.
you can't buy
No,
it
you
here.
apply for it. You
You can
for-
get the license, but
Yeah,
you can't buy the
license.
weapon.
Yeah.
yes.
You will. If you apply.
Yeah,
It's
if you
like
apply, you
applying.
can. You can apply
Yeah,
for
yeah,
it, but
you
you can't
apply.
just go to the.
No,
There's
you
no
can't
weapon
go to the
shop
shop
over
no.
here like that.
No.
Yeah.
You have weapon shop, but the fake ones. If you want to go paintball shooting and stuff like that, but you'll have to apply for a license. That's what I mean. You'll have
Yeah.
to apply for a license over here.
Yeah.
Which in the last time with the incident that happened with that guy over here, I think it was a year and a half ago, they should have done more investigation into his mental health first before
Before
he had-
giving him.
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
But the thing is,
it's
when
more stringent. It's a more stricter thing here.
but the thing is,
Yeah.
do people go through when you're going for? I'm not sure how it goes, but if you're going for a weapon license, do people check their mental health? Is that part of it? Because if they did, I don't think there'd be so much mass
I think
destruction
No,
going on.
I think England has implemented that now.
Yeah, maybe the UK.
Because what happened is you don't have that amount of people in
Faye
England.
says you can buy them for gaming.
Yeah.
No, sir.
England, you don't have a lot of persons who I think apply for it. But I know you can apply for them. But in America, it's more
more
of
accessible.
that area and Canada and
Yeah.
Jamaica. And people are within their rights to apply for it also with what is happening around in society, to be
But
honest.
is it a bit of a contradiction though?
How? Why?
Because we're trying to eliminate violence, but is that contributing to it?
All right. Look at it this way. None of us can really give an account of how many illegal weapons are in Jamaica
Or anywhere?
or anywhere. We can't give an account.
No way.
Now, remember that the persons that do have a license, it's very rare you will find them going out and doing things that they are not supposed to do with that. It's very rare.
I beg
The
to differ.
percentage-
I beg to differ. You know
The
why?
percentage is very low.
The reason why I may say that is because you've got a licensed weapon, you may feel like it's okay to say the reason why you use that weapon is to defend yourself. It's almost like you're just having it as an excuse to use it when you want. I mean, you can look at it both sides. Obviously, some
No,
people have to
but it
defend
doesn't-
themselves.
It doesn't work like that, Nubian. Do you know how much interrogation a licensed person have to go through when they discharge that machine?
Oh, right.
It's not.
It's not. You can't just use it
you
and be like,
can't-
yeah.
No, it's not like that.
You have to go through a
It's
process.
not like that because even the mere fact that it's something that is have to be concealed in every way for the one who is bringing a short one, the person who is bringing a long one. It's not an easy process. They can't walk on. The one that have the long ones, they can't walk on the road with it like that. in
Oh
Jamaica,
no! Come on now.
even if it's in a case.
Like,
So
what's
even-
going on?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you-
even
yeah.
the transporting of it from one place to another, all of those is on it as a law-abiding citizen. So they can't just go out and discharge that machine as they choose to do so.
Yes.
And they still have to go through interrogation if they do discharge it. That's why they are given every single something that goes into that machine is accounted for.
Okay. Right. Zorna says that she agrees with Big Man Tings 100%, and so does Faye. Big Man Ting says chronic law. Anyway.
I didn't want to call his name Nubian, to be honest. So I didn't say it.
Oh, you didn't say it, but this
Big
is what
man
the
thing said.
yeah he did. You didn't say. He
Big
said
man
it.
thing, big up yourself. So I
Yeah.
didn't want to say, but so
But,
that is how it goes. Because
But Faye says yes, you can apply for them.
yeah,
She's
you
agreed
apply.
now.
Yeah.
But Mark says out here, police sell bad man short and weapons too. No, shots. Sorry. So the police sell the bad man them shots. Oh, we got a caller. We got a caller. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Chill and Spill. And who are we speaking to?
Nubian, why you cut off my call?
Oh, that man general.
One man general.
Oh my gosh. Hello, man general. How are you?
What's up?
What's popping? Where you been?
You know, it's just a leave off I work, you know.
Oh, all right. I'll let you off.
Yeah. Yeah, man, hurry up. Hurry up.
Oh.
Tell me, me home. Me I listen to the conversation. We just not too long catch on the conversation and me hear you mention something to Marlon a while ago.
Oh my gosh, I'm
With
so sorry,
regards
man
to-
general. Oh my gosh, we're so into it, yeah. I didn't even see your comments. I didn't even know you was on.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I apologize. Just to let the people know,
Yes, fine,
sometimes this may happen. You know, we've got a lot of platforms. We've got 6 platforms that we're going through. So if we miss you, we don't.
Yes.
It's not being disrespectful. It's just that
No.
there's a lot going on.
No,
No,
I
I'm not.
understand.
It's not for
No,
you,
I
man
understand.
general. It's not for you. I know you know, but it's for other
Okay.
people, the new listeners.
Yeah, so my 2 cents in, like me say, me hear you mention something to Marlon a while ago.
Ah.
And I kind of bit to differ from what you just said, because a person with a license
General,
firearm.
man general. Sorry, man general. Ooh,
Yeah.
Benson. Is that what you mean, Benson?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh yeah. Me keep on.
Yeah, Benson. It's all right.
The
It's all
man
right.
name on the platform, you know.
All right, Benson.
Sorry, sir. Yeah. So what may I say?
Uh-huh.
Most time, you know, you hear some people say, it better you have a illegal gun than have a license gun, because the problem will come with it. You know, if you're not a disciplined person, you will find yourself in a trouble of having a license firearm, because it come with a whole heap of discipline, a lot.
Oh, with the
A person
license.
with a license firearm,
Ah,
him can go up on the street go behave like him is a police officer, you know, because you have a license firearm.
yeah.
You have to, cause like we say, you have to remember the laws, the do's and the don'ts what come with you having a license firearm. You understand?
That's it.
So a man with a license gun, you can't just go up on the road, go feel like say, okay, because me and a man did in an argument now, you pull your firearm on him, because you and him argue, you feel that threatened figure discharge your firearm on a man. No. You have to be, like me say, we have to be careful what we do with a license gun when we have it, because you will find yourself a prison. Easy.
Man general. Hello?
Oh,
You hearing me?
May I hear you?
You what happened? Because I use YouTube purposes. Just
Yeah,
call call it one
Yes,
another
yes,
name.
yes,
Call
yes.
it one another
just
name.
say the weapon.
yes,
Just say
yes.
the weapon.
Yes.
Yeah,
me
but
get you, me
but
get
you
you, me
but
get you.
you're that is what a lot of people don't understand, that thing is like you're under constant review where that is concerned.
man.
And sorry to
Yes,
break you.
man.
Continue, sir. Continue.
Yes. All right. And next thing, me shed a little bit more light on certain stuff when it come to, especially, all right, me go talk for Jamaica, and a lot of Jamaican on the platform, and a lot of people might not have no knowledge of how them something work, especially in Jamaica. Now, when you go to the FLA, you know, and you will get a license to bring a weapon with you, wherever you go, wherever it is allowed for you to bring it, because a lot of places you still can't even bring it, even though you have that license to carry. So we have to understand some of them things that we know. Another serious thing about getting a license to bring a firearm with you have to remember, say, you never just get a license there for protect yourself only, you know. That license is to protect, when them say to protect life and property, it don't mean just your life alone, you know. You have to protect other people's life with the same fire.
yes, I understand
You
that.
have to remember that. You can't do somewhere and something happen and you run off and run go hide and act like say you never see it. That's another purpose of people having, and a lot of people get this thing and feel like say, okay, this is for the defense of my life and my life only. If let me say,
So man
if you
general.
not- if you-
Sorry to
Yeah.
cut you, but can you let the
Yes.
people know that you used to be a soldier also, please?
Oh yes.
Yes.
I did 10 years. I did 10 years in the military in Jamaica. For
Ah,
who didn't know? Yes.
yes. So you
So,
you serve for the country. So you're just not
oh yes, I
any
did.
regular
Proudly,
guy just
proudly,
talking.
proudly, proudly.
Yes, yes, yes. You serve for the country. Hence
Oh
why,
yes.
yeah, you're talking like this about what we're talking about. But what the
Yes.
topic is about is about
Yeah.
the mass destruction that happened
Yes.
in
Yes. Yes.
Jamaica.
Yes.
Yeah, do you hear about that? Yeah.
Yes, man. But you see, this are the reason why, like me say, me the type of message before, maybe you never see it, and that's why me say FLA, and for who don't know what FLA is Firearm License Association in Jamaica. They
Okay.
need to give more citizens a chance to defend themselves legally in the country, because even an incident like what happened at Clarendon the other day, if two people did it, we know said it legal fi have a firearm with
Yeah.
them. No, look here, when a man come and know say when him fire one shot and he hear one shot fire back, him know say him no legal fi do what him a do, so 1 million thoughts start come to him head right away,
Yes,
No,
I understand that, but we don't want to. It's
Hold
violence
on.
with violence, no.
Um,
You see,
Man General,
bro,
hear what I'm saying to you, yeah? You hear me?
man.
Now, what happened is, I don't want to call the name of the something,
Yes.
but what happened now, the fire stick something there.
Yes.
There was an inspector of police in Jamaica about 3 weeks ago. Not 3 weeks, maybe about 3 months ago, to be precise.
I know exactly who we are talking. I'm a friend,
Okay, that he came
Yes.
out and made a statement about
Yes.
those
Yes.
persons who have their something
Yes.
to
Yes.
use their
Yes.
something. Because we don't want
Yes.
to really call the name of the something,
Yes.
cause to the
I know
YouTube
exactly.
purpose.
I remember the incident just like yesterday. I know exactly how we are talking about, man.
Yes. So him now come out and said that these men that have the
Yes.
license,
Yes.
they are
Yes.
cowards.
Coward. Yes.
And he came under fire.
I know.
But I
just like-
understand from the persons who
Yes.
are in the position that hold
Yes.
that thing, because
Yes.
they go under too much interrogation if they have to
Yeah,
use that
understand
thing
that
there.
100.
Yes.
We understand that 150%,
Okay.
fanboy. But listen, this is just my take. Like me say, when a person make a decision, figure have one other fire stick there in your possession on a daily basis, you have to know the consequences will come with it. Like me say, if you're not willing to go take on certain things, might as well leave it alone. Because you know what happened? A lot of times, we complain and we say, boy, we say this and we say that, but you know what would happen? What if our family member find themselves in a position where we feel, say, somebody could have did help them in another situation there and they don't? How we would have feel? What kind of thought would have go through we head if you know, say, that person here we did it so with a fire stick and he not even did try to help my mother or help my father. Him just, because him a think, because look here, the long and the short of it is, fam. Once you deal with the thing the right and proper way, you have nothing to worry about, Think about what you're going to do before you do it.
True.
Yes.
Understand what I say?
So
Don't just tell yourself, because let me say, we have to think about the consequences that come with this thing here. When we decide to take it on, it's a big role you take up when you take on. It's just like, for example, the whole thing will happen at Clarendon. Me hear the Prime Minister come out and the Prime Minister make a statement and me hear a lot of people are bash the Prime Minister. No, me can't feel it. Me can't feel the Prime Minister pain, because this man him in charge of the country and people keep on blame him on a daily basis when stuff go wrong in the country. The Prime Minister supposed to do this and the Prime Minister. No, the Prime Minister can't do nothing at all, because the whole of we as residents have to come together and know say each one have to help one. We can't just a ball and a cry when stuff reach our doorstep only. So when the Prime Minister make a statement like when me the other day, me understand. Me not a person where me not follow politics and me not get involved in a politics like that. But me understand exactly what him coming from. Me understand when he make the speech what exactly what he mean. Me know what the man mean when the man see what happened to so much innocent people. So when he say either you go do whatever you go meet your maker. Okay, then if you decide you want to take up badness, then is either prison or the funeral home. So how me could have blame him when me hear him say something like that? Me couldn't blame him for that, you know.
Yeah, what happened?
Because the whole of we feel them people, the pain what happened down a Karen and the other day, bro. It grieve me heart when me think about it.
Man, seriously, General, it really grieve. It grieve my heart differently, especially when there's a minor there as well, man.
You know,
and then people start use them look at something, you know, and start play politics. And that's why when me see me always say two of the biggest problem in Jamaica, as a matter of fact, three of the biggest problem in our country is the Jamaicans for justice, Indicom. Jamaicans for justice, Indicom, and the next group they have done a Jamaica will defend criminal, because that's all them the group those groups are only organized to defend criminal, because when law-abiding citizens lose their life, me not see Jamaicans for justice come out and make no nice and say we need justice for them people, like say them people life no matter. Jamaicans for justice, that is an organization in the country where defend criminal, you know. And I don't know if you see it, you know, and if everybody else see it, you know, when an innocent man because 8 innocent people lose their life, and we don't hear Jamaican for justice people and come out and say no wickedness, this happened to them people, and this shouldn't happen. But them a bash what the Prime Minister say. The people them who do the crime must go face their maker. And then we bash man and the man. Because listen, I am saying the exact same thing like what the Prime Minister say, you know. Whether a man want like me, yes or no, all who go carrying and go do that to them people, they must go face their maker too. Not even prison, me not suggest for them, you know. They must go meet their maker. Just like how they send the 8-year-old picnic, they gone meet him maker before time, they must go meet for them too.
That's it.
Well, I say that with no apology.
You know what happened? I feel your pain. But on the other hand, as I said earlier on, right?
Yeah.
Those sort of things has been going on in Jamaica for a long period of time.
Yes.
Now, what this has done has brought it to the forefront that the people have enough. Now, one of the major things, the people fed up of it. But guess what happened now? Yeah. I always tell people that there is 2 types of informers. Good informers and bad informers.
Yes.
And this thing now, when people normally burn out people who say, oh, you are informer and this are informer and all those things. Without those informers, this thing is not going to solve.
The crime cannot solve without informers, Marlon. We have to have informers to solve crime.
Have to.
That is a must. Yes. The police cannot know what is taking place in a if like for example what my kind and the other day, if nobody not tell the police where they see how the police are gonna know the police in their station, you know, the police they're somewhere else, then never they pass spot, you know. So people this informer mentality hit one of the main reasons I hit a mash up the country too, you know.
But that may I tell you this thing about informer, you are informer, this you are informer. That is one of the major things.
Me a informer, man. Me can tell a man this. Me a informer because you know me a law-abiding citizen, you know. So call it what it may. If a man want to call me informer, me no care. Me a one of the biggest informer. Me nah go see certain things that go on and me nah go tell the police. Me attack.
Exactly.
No, sir.
No, man, listen to me. Listen, everybody, like me say, everybody can know. For me line of work when me love. Me a security right now. A security work me do now, and let me tell you, me serve 10 years in the military. That's what me know. This is what I know. No, me no want nobody tell me nothing. Yes, me an informer. Call me informer if you want, because me not going to see certain things and wait until you reach my doorstep. Then me start ball and I say, boy, if me did know, no.
Yeah.
True.
Me no want nobody me go and do something. Me tell, you know, yesterday me I said to my friend, them say, You know, so me have a bridging, you know. See me when me live at Jamaica, the man asked me one time, say, if me can give him 2 rounds. Now, people when know where rounds mean or know what we call rounds, we understand. Because like we say,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
don't want
yeah.
to spell out everything on the
That's right.
platform.
That's right.
Man, I go see me and I tell me, say, him a beg me 2 rounds. Me tell him, say, as long as he live, if he see me on one side of the road, walk on the other side, not even hold him, I don't want him tell me again. No, because
True.
you're supposed to know. Listen, you know the line of work when me do. You know the type of job when me do. What kind of argument that you have come to me with now?
Aye. But this is what we're saying though, man General. This is what we were saying earlier on in the show. Bad mind, jealousy, and envy.
Yes.
These are the things that will make people lash out as well. Do you understand?
Yes.
It's not acceptable, no, but these are the things that people will go lose their head about. Because to me, that's a bad mind thing. Why is he going to want to ask you why is he asking you that? Do you understand?
No, I'm not supposed because me might end up go give him and a family life he end up take with it. Me never
This
know.
is what I'm saying to you, but the thing is,
take one of my kids them life. Me never know.
aye, if you've got a licensed weapon, you can't just go and just do what you have to. You can't just do random stuff.
No.
No, it don't work like that.
This is where listening to you now, man and General.
Yeah.
This is where Jamaica needs persons like you, with the people of being fed up and said, listen, I'm not having it. I've seen this and I'm going to make the authorities know about what is happening. Now that person now, you know, is not classed as a bad informer. And that is what the stigma that surround this word informer
It's true.
in Jamaica.
As
This is
snitch.
where they get it wrong.
In the UK, snitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So until that start coming to play, as in regards to the Prime Minister, when making such statement, no, you have to be accountable for the words that come out of your mouth of the position that you hold.
Yes.
So that is why if he comes under fire where that is concerned, I understand with the society, the part of society that is lashing out, but I understand also his concern and disbelief of what is happening and what transpired. But when it comes to the Prime Minister, I mentioned 2 things already that the Prime Minister did that I'm not happy about. The other thing in regards to him in this matter when it comes to crime and violence, I heard it with these 2 big ears already when he was making a speech maybe a year ago, and he made a speech about I am aware of the guns, the weapons, sorry to use that word, that is coming through the wharf. But I am going to wait until the shipment reach of our next amount. You don't wait until it reach enough that amount.
No.
The instant moment that you are
Doesn't make
aware
any
of
sense.
one, you stop it right there.
That's
Of
it.
course, you prevent instead of trying to solve.
Yeah, you're waiting for more and more and more.
How much damage? How much damage can one fire stick do?
Yes. Too much.
Too much. So if the people are listening carefully to what he's saying, there are sometimes what he says, it needs a bit of clarification.
Yeah.
I understand what he said the other day, and I agree with him with what he said, that what transpired in Clarendon, and we as Jamaicans have to recognize and come to the realization that this thing has been happening for a long period of time.
Yes.
If you calculate it over the mass of Jamaica, which it has 14 parishes, right?
Right.
14 parishes. How many times on the news that we will listen to the news that more people has passed away by that sort of violence in a single day?
Too much, man.
Too much.
Yeah,
Too much.
yeah.
Too much, brother.
Too
Too
much.
much. Mm-hmm.
And what are we going to do? It needs people that thinks the way that you're thinking now, that the country needs informers.
Yeah, man.
And the youths needs, that's why I said it,
Intervention.
yes, and Mr. Virtue always said that, Mr. Virtue mentioned then here now that Vibes Cartel is one of them who mash up the youths, them mind. Now that is
Yeah.
what I said earlier on, with Vibes Cartel have God is love in his forehead. And then
Yeah.
everything when he finish his conversation, he say, you know how the badness go.
Yeah.
Me no like
They
them
know
thing.
exactly. They know exactly what they man do.
Okay.
They know exactly what
It's
they man do.
not
They know
good
exactly
enough.
things where they say. No, it can't good.
Yeah,
You
you're
can't.
bringing war. What you're creating is war
The
in
word
I.
about my kids, about my kids. Them every time I think about the society where them have to go grow up in. Me worried about them.
More than worry. It's a worrying
Yeah, man.
It
situation.
really is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a worrying.
Even what McLaren did that day, you know. Remember, say a lot of people maybe not remember, people not. Well, a lot of we not really have knowledge of certain things, but I know for something like this happen because
No.
people losing life at Spanish Town already over at Tredegar Park when them boy they did go to Tredegar Park go do the same thing. I did 8 people did lose their life that same night. They took.
Wow.
All right. I need to
I know the
ask.
first.
I need to ask you this. Just to let the listeners know that we are speaking to Mana General all the way in Florida.
Florida.
A
Yes.
former
Soldier.
JDF Jamaica Defense Force staff.
Yes,
And
sir. Yes,
served
sir.
for 10 years.
Yes.
And I'm so happy that somebody who has served in the military has joined us on this platform here with the show. And
That's
for
it.
those persons who are watching for the first time, we welcome you. And Nubian, could you just check if there's any persons that is saying something? Because I don't want Mana General to go.
Oh, okay.
No, Mana General.
Yes, well, there's other people saying things. Dahlia says, I think in Jamaica, money is everything. Look at what the Prime Minister had to do for the people to help them find the shooter organizer. He had to
Yes.
offer a financial
Offer,
award.
yeah.
But the
Look how
thing
much
is,
money. The
the
man have
thing
to
is,
offer so
Dahlia.
much money.
No, the thing is, Dahlia. I agree with you, but I feel like that's quite global. They always offer
Over
rewards.
here, yeah, them give some good
And the
night
US,
sometimes.
they will offer rewards. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, some people, especially, well, Jamaica, to me, people say it's poverty is a poverty place, but to me, the amount
don't
of
believe in
travelers the amount of people that go to Jamaica on a yearly basis, I don't understand why it's so poverty driven, to be honest. There's supposed to be enough money out there for surveillance, for police, for so much different things that will change the island for better. Faye says she agrees with Mana General, and Mark says the same man used to get rounds from the people in the system.
All right.
Imagine the corrupt. It's the corruption. Some people, obviously, we know there's good and there's bad. So from the bad, that's where they're getting their rounds.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Now,
100%.
what the hell's going on?
Mana General,
Facts. Yeah.
I need to ask you this question.
Yes.
For the past couple of years, we have changed several police commissioners, right?
Yeah.
There was one person who came into the force and had his squad, and he made a difference where crime and violence is concerned, don't it? Don't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir.
And when Mr.
Are the military with there?
Yeah, when Mr. Adams came,
Renito, D. Cordova,
yes, sir.
Adams.
When he
Yes, sir.
came in apart from what the last trial where they had him with the bang 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 with a couple youths in the place and
Yes.
stuff like that, where they had him on trial.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
this man, not
Yes.
because of his views politically,
Yes.
and he has also spoken openly about the corruption.
Yes.
Now, if a prime minister is in charge
Yes.
and statistics has proven and shown that that man was the only man that came in and crime went down during the time that he was in.
Yes.
And he now has also offered his assistance
Yes.
and they haven't
Yes.
taken his
Then turn
assistance
it on.
and they turn
Look
it
here.
down. What does that tell you?
But look here now. Remember in this said this already, you know, me have a video, me go forward the video to your phone because them kind of video I mean I lose them. No, me work with that man a couple of times when me did there Jamaica in the military. Me go up on a couple of operations with him. And look here, are the best policeman Jamaica ever see. But remember, in the tell we say, Jamaica is going to pay dearly. Don't forget that statement there, you know.
Yes, I remember that time.
Now this man supposed to sit down and feel like he's supposed to feel like a prophet, you know, or people look upon him like a prophet, you know. Because the man said this how much years ago in say all of them or something out time out. The man said Jamaica will pay dearly. And Jamaica is paying dearly right now because the corruption, that's why me not like politics, you know. We don't like politics because politicians would do anything to get power. No matter how good the person were in a power I do, the opposition is always the ones with the best ideas, you know. And then we do anything. Listen, me work at Jamaica, go on operation before the morning, dip on the operation, reach the spot we supposed to reach, figure, go for who we say we are go for. And two tools me here say, the operation call off, and me under say, then I could have caused all of this now, because we there now, so I want to know what kind of emergency this. And to cut a long story short, when me hear on the shout why the operation did end up call off, because phone call make and people know people and big man know people in a for them place where they don't want police and soldier to go. So the operation end up call off. So them man they know have them kind of link them now where police can tell them say look you know. Uno know say we are gonna come here, so we are gonna come on the place tonight, go look for you know, we are gonna pass through our operations, line up for come look for you or whatever, you know. And when me say police I call them and tell them, you know, me no mean constable I call them and tell them, you know, me I talk about inspector or superintendent I call criminal and I tell them all of them or something. So at one point when we are go on operation, a lot of times when the police come in at the camp and we meet up in the camp to go on operation, we are go on the operation and we don't even know which part we are going on. So till like a time so we move out, then we brief we and make we know say look here, so we are go because no cell phone. The same Renito Adams they come in at the camp already where them go on operation and the man say every policeman have left their phone. No phone can go on the operation.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So the corruption, the problem.
Yes.
The other day,
Well, big man.
The Klansman trial did go on the other day. Remember the youth, the star witness, the youth on the MC4. He tell us say when the state of emergency did go drop a Spanish town, the man them know about it like about 4 or 5 days before it even happened. So all who did if you take with themselves, all who did if you go hide them gun them, they go hide them.
Yeah.
Because they know say where I come.
Mm-hmm.
Then tell me what kind of society this we are living in. Then and some of the same people them, you know, at them ball one time when things end up happening to them family member them or friends them when they know.
Yeah, it's true. And you know what? One of our viewers said, Manor General, he said, good point. What we lack now, we got free access to post things on the internet. Example, YouTube. What we need is more positive platforms like what we are doing. Bloggers are destroying artists. And you know what? That's a very positive message because this is why we have
respect to
yeah,
him.
enough
Thank you
respect,
very much.
big man things.
And
Seriously,
you know
we
what
appreciate
happened.
it.
This is something that flabbergasted. Call that word for me, cause it's too big.
Flabbergasted.
Yeah, that same word. That this topic to have somebody who have served in the military in Jamaica giving us an idea and an insight of what has transpired when he served in the army.
Yeah,
You know
too
what
much-
as well,
too
Mana
much-
General?
Too much corruption.
Corruption.
There's so much people that served as well on like big up Dahlia. She served for the army as well. And we have
Yes.
to big up
Antonio Nice.
Antonia Nice, DJ
DJ
General,
Jockey.
DJ Jockey, DJ Father Mango.
Mango, all
you
military
lot all
man.
serve for the. So that's why it's so important.
Me don't think Jackie a hero, you know. Jackie gone on honeymoon again, you know.
Listen, Jackie
honeymoon
there,
time,
man.
you
Jackie says he was and still is the only crime fighter Jamaica ever had, Mr. Adams. I
Oh, yes.
concur, Mana General.
Yes, sir.
He's there. Oh,
And
he's
Father,
there.
Father Mango, just to see him, Father Mango, he's going to play
Yes,
after the
sir.
show. see
Oh
me.
wow, Father
So-
Mango's gonna
Yes,
play after
man.
the show. Hang on a minute, one second. I still got.
enough respect, and me lift off me hat to all of the people them we
serve.
serve them country.
Ah.
Yes, man, me respect them people them and
Yes.
a whole heap of love and respect to them
That's
people.
it.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, Dahlia says, yep, been there with the law enforcement in Jamaica. We worked on a
Yes.
case for months, and the day of they were tipped off, so it's hard to deal with the crime situation because of corruption. So,
Oh, yeah, corruption is the biggest problem, man.
yes, so you want to deal with a case, you want to solve a case, but because of corruption, you can't do it.
This
Yeah,
show is history.
It's all it's money, you know.
Even like how me I say, like, for example, me I say Indie come one of the problem in Jamaica. No, when a police when you put a police in a spot, you know, it's like you back up a cat in a corner, you know, and you decide say me have to go come out any means necessary. You know, it's like you put a policeman on the spot now in Jamaica now, where the police them don't want to do their job no more because they don't want to lose the job what they have. Because them have their mortgage to pay, them have their kids them a go to school, and we set up something for muzzle the police and muzzle the soldier. So they cannot do their work because it's not like the police them don't want to do their job. You know, enough of the police them want to do their job, but they cannot do their job because of the pressure of, like me say, the Jamaica the justice in the come. No, listen to me, you know, don't get me wrong. I am not saying we must get rid of Indicom because we cannot allow members of the security forces to have their own way with people either. Because we know how some police stay and we know how some soldiers stay where they will abuse them power when they go out the road. So we need organizations like Indicom to be there. But a lot of who used to work for Indicom are ex-police them too, so they know what time it is. Once the policeman doing job in the correct way, we know say you don't have nothing to worry about. The commissioner of police and the prime minister we are the leader of the security in the country. Them have to make Indicom look here, no man. There's a line, you know. We have to draw a line in the Indicom. We have to know say the police them have to do their work. Nobody have to go come public and tell you this. Because when you look and see when you see almost civilian all of a sudden, every civilian in Jamaica want to fight off police and want to fight off soldier. Like when you want to tell me now, 10 years ago, the man them was serving at the military already, where they on the platform and listen now are the wood serving at the both military and police. 10 years ago, them have something never used to happen, you know. But all of a sudden, everybody want to fight police and want to fight soldier now. Because you know why? Because there are organizations in Jamaica that are giving them that power.
That's it.
If you make them feel like so they can go disrespect and they can go fight police out the road now. Me don't know about the next police or me don't know about the next soldier. Well, me do my time already. But a lot of things when me see them police and then soldier you put up with. If I didn't me know me would have gone to prison already, you know.
Yeah, but back
I
in
feel
the
like
days,
there's a few that would have gone to prison because Daly also said
Look
not just in Jamaica she experienced this, but federal and law enforcement in the US as well.
Yeah.
And she said
that is true.
she worked with the MOCA on cases, and it's so hard in Jamaica, man. It's like pointless trying. It's like pointless trying.
Listen, remember somebody this now we serve, you know, we want to do their job, you know, and can't do it, you know. Because why? All right, if that person, when you say the person name, we make that speech.
Dahlia.
yeah,
Dahlia. No, if Dahlia put on her uniform and Dahlia go up on her job. No, make we say Dahlia was a constable and Dahlia is a constable with discipline and want to do her job. Then how much you think Dahlia can do when the inspector were in charge of Dahlia know the criminal where daily I try to send go a prisoner or the superintendent know the criminal. The superintendent a collect monthly from them criminal. What you think daily can do? Daily can't do nothing about that, you know. You know what happens to
Nothing.
daily? They go send daily go on for a place go work or then push out daily out of the work.
True.
So
They
true.
go send
So
her go
true.
on for a place now where she not comfortable, where she get frustrated.
Aye.
And maybe she never end up let the work to because them pressure you sometimes to make you left. When me left the army, me never ready, you know.
Wow, you wasn't ready.
Me get pressured because me are one of the person where they know say you can't muzzle me because me go talk when a time for me talk.
Yes.
And me not depend on JDF work need to live because me no want give them that the impression like say if me lose the work at army then hunger go kill me. No. Me can't make you feel like say you have me control them with it because look here when me go to the road if you go do my job, me I go do my job. If you don't want me do the job then send me go to my yard. I leave the military because of pressure. Me never ready. Me didn't want to stay a little longer because no, you can't imagine the person now in charge of you. Your commanding officer put you in a position where you look upon prison or maybe you have to go buy one plane ticket and run away because your commanding officer put you under them kind of pressure there. And me I say, you're not ready. Better me walk well left that job, you know.
Yeah.
Me left the army. I mean, me can't even talk everything on the
No.
platform.
No.
But
Yeah, obviously.
That is
And
enough.
Daly also said, she said exactly, you are speaking
You're
the
right.
truth.
Yeah, man.
They are so bold now. They're bold with it.
There's a case now going on with this lady with the army, just the same, you know, that they put
Yes.
her under certain pressure now, and they are trying to settle the case out of court with the
Yes.
same thing that they want her to do certain things, and she said no,
Yeah.
that's not right, and they keep doing that, pushing that.
Yeah.
There's a case going on right now. at
That's
this
so
moment.
bad.
Yeah. So you know
and
what?
something they may talk about, brother.
No.
Welcome aboard, BMW lover. Welcome
Big
aboard,
up
BMW lover for
lover.
life.
No.
And he said it's so true, bro. It's
You-
so true.
You know what?
And she said she got pushed out too. Daly said she got
So
pushed
me-
out
Oh my
too.
days.
This is what me talk
Look
about
at this.
Oh
now.
my
And them something they may
days.
talk about.
No,
Me
sir.
never ready. Me never half ready to left the military yet. Me still
what
me still
this?
consider myself young. Sometimes I feel like I would go back to Jamaica right now, go serve in the military, just to try and help my country because
Yeah.
me love my country so much, and when me see what I go on, and me feel like me have a lot could and contribute. But boy, I tell you, January.
Yeah, you
The
don't
corruption
lose
of
your
the-
life for it, man, General. Because the thing is, it's so corrupt.
Corruption and mash up. When we say mash up Jamaica, corruption mash up Jamaica, and it start from the bigger heads because of them are the problem. Because if sometimes I tell people, you know, me say if the leaders them in our country, sad to say, if we leaders them in the country, they want the crime to fix, it could have fixed like
Long
taking
time.
candy from a baby.
Long
Oh
time.
my
Like
gosh.
taking candy. Look here, when the incursion did go on at Tivoli 2010, it's a perfect example. Now, me a drive out of upper camp, you know, if you come go at Tivoli now way. Me know police were afraid because they must say, yo, Tivoli, no, we can't go to Tivoli because we hear how much fire stick them got down there and we hear how the fire stick them big and how the amount of fire stick where they have and the amount of money they import when the whole incident they go on with us down there. And when me look and when me see the amount of soldier we are left out of upper camp, me say, this is what me want because me want to know how bad them money be down at Tivoli. Driving out the upper camp to go to Tivoli that morning make me feel like when me get a new girl. I saw me excited to come go to Tivoli. No, me I tell you the
Oh,
truth.
dear.
Me happy because me I say if them boy I feel like say them bad, the amount of soldier where I go down at Tivoli guard, me say if them a man win the country, then give them the country to take because they better than we then. So make them take Jamaica for themselves.
Yeah.
But me just show you say after the incursion happened the 23rd of May 2010, the crime in Jamaica was at a low where
Stand
we
still.
never see for years, you know.
Stand still.
Stand still.
True.
Incident at my Spanish town, the soldier gets shot at Spanish town and man take soldier gun off of him. And the chief of staff and other bigger heads make the man them know, so look here, you see that gun they want to kill the soldier and take. If we don't get it back, Mr.
They
Tesha
coming for
Miller,
you.
if we don't get back that firearm,
Me remember.
you guys will have to leave Spanish Town. We're going to show you guys who bad from who no bad. And then carry the gun, go throw the gun in a Spanish Town police station. If you never know that, I tell you something today.
It's true.
So me just show you say if the security forces, the security forces alone can't do it. With the leaders of the country decide say we want the crime to fix, it can't fix.
It fix.
And you know what? DJ Jackie said the same thing. DJ Jackie says, I have a lot of stories on the military. I had to leave too. He had to leave too, and I am a sinner. Laugh out loud.
Okay.
No.
And Daly also says, I'm not supposed to have a voice, and because I chose to have one, I was pushed out before I was ready to go.
Walk away, Delia. Maybe make your life better too, you know.
Yeah, because Sedelia become a part of the GMPC fams now.
Because
Don't.
Delia, as a woman, what Delia got tell her daughter, her son say, she must go a road, go make people muzzle them. No, you have to teach your pitney them. You have to set the example for your pitney them follow. Me tell my youth them this every day. Me say, once you not do the right thing, no man, nobody stop on the front talk. Open your mouth and talk.
Aye.
Sure.
That's it.
You know, Mana General.
We make good kids them know. Yes, bro.
You know, Nubian.
Yes.
I don't know, because this topic was a little bit of disarray where we didn't want to. But what this have brought to the forefront, and I think this show is a massive show to who are listening. I'm not going to ask anybody to share. Do what you want to do. But this is information that every single person
Exclusive information.
should know. And this is exclusive.
For sure.
I don't know what the authorities or the persons that they claim to be that have the power to stop this from going further, what they're going to do with it. But this is something exclusive where you have military personnel who have served in the army and maybe the constabulary force.
Yep.
And that's why with Delia, I say enough respect to her. I wish if I could give you an alias name. You get what I mean? Because with these platforms, we all have to talk with aliases. You understand what I mean? So
we just say D.
D. So D, big of yourself. Mana General, now when you even give we these information, because a lot of persons aren't aware of what has been happening, and as I've always said before, that this thing in Jamaica with the crime is up to the government to curb it if they want to.
They have the power.
And if they wanted to, they could have used Adams regardless of what he says. And whatsoever side he chooses is the politics.
But the thing is, what comes above everything else in a lot of people's heads? It's money. There's always somebody paying money somewhere that makes them think like this. I don't care. Money is the reason.
Me hear the minister. What you call him? The Justice Minister down in Jamaica. What you want to call him? The Honorable Mr. Horace Chang.
Yes.
I hear Mr. Horace Chang say him know the criminals them down in Montego Bay. And him know which part to find the criminals them down in Montego Bay. But you still can city when see where this man responsible for have the most crime in the country.
Look at that.
I know, Mr. Sign
I him say it.
Yes. All right. And next thing again, the whole thing we had my client on last week. Me go up on Facebook and me type on Facebook. I say, Mr. Mark Golding, with all due respect, how comes you not so quiet? A politics we play again after people lose their life. Now we are playing politics because when the Prime Minister don't Jamaica, don't Caribbean, you should have done they stand up beside him too. That's what support to the people them lose their life, don't the family them will leave behind. The two leaders them are the country, the opposition leader and the Prime Minister should have turned upside and side down there. But what we have to know, me not going to turn up beside him because he must support one party and me support one. In a time like this, we still play politics.
I need to say something there. You know, Mr. Golding, I heard he said at that time, it's the first time, and I have to commend him on that. And because we have to correct each other. Yes. Mr. Golding said, this is the time where whatsoever he can do for the party to unite, to get this
Yes.
thing solved, he is willing
Yeah.
to work with the opposition because it's
leader.
opposition. Yeah, he's willing to work with them. I personally,
Yeah.
I heard he said that, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
not
that
going
is
to.
good. But
Yeah, it's
yes,
the
but-
first
but-
time for a long time. Because I
Okay.
remember one time Mr. Michael Mandley said that to Mr. Edward Siaga. And Mr. Edward Siaga didn't take up the offer. It's the second
No.
time I've heard a politician said that, the opposition
Yes.
leader said that he would willing to work with the current prime minister to get this
Because we have
thing.
to put
Yes.
because at the end of the day, we have to put the people them first, you know. No
Of
matter how
course.
we want to look on it, the people them have to come first.
But right-
And look at the
Feelings.
thing we've been
Right.
you see the people them, you see in Jamaica one of the next problem we have down there this die-hearted Labour right and die-hearted PNP is the next thing we mash up the country. It's not all about who do the job or who sees I can do the job better. Okay, that man, that's why me feel the Jamaica politics should have be no prime minister no fi run the country for more than 2 term, you know. No one man no fi run the country too long. After Andrew Wallet do for him 8 years, if he come out and give somebody else a chance. Me could see if that man can come do better. No, we can't just have like a Cuba business or down a Russia business. I know there's something with the pan. We give people a chance because sometimes you get so like a lackadaisical in the
You the fresh
position
mind.
when time a man then a one place too long, you get comfortable.
No, yeah, you get comfortable. But I said it.
The people have to put pressure.
Yeah, I said it earlier on before that is what happened. Because I used to go to the Labour right meetings, right?
Yes.
I used to go to the PNP meetings. And then what I used to do now is listen to the manifesto
Yes.
and what they are saying for me to make a decision. No, what happened?
90% of Jamaican
Don't do that.
90% of Jamaican people, if we are talking about manifesto right now. Me see a man in a shirt on a Jamaica day that Willie and they ask him say, who for name that pan the shirt? The man say, you don't know what him a wear because of the color. And that's sad, you know.
Very sad. Very,
Brother,
very
We
sad.
know business, brother. We don't want to hear when some of the people them go at some politics meeting and then even got the meeting to go listen where the person where then go the fit we are go be the speaker say you know then go and know so they can go drink 2 Guinness and jump up and blow 2 hands and make nice. They never ask them what the man say on the platform. They never hear one word.
There was a guy the other day in the election too, you know, and they have him all over. He was at the Labour meeting in our shorts, yeah? And he was at the PNP meeting. And he was at the Labour meeting. And he has the
Alright.
green shirt on and he has the PNP shirt on.
Hearing.
But I said
Okay.
to I was laughing at it, but I said, that's me. I didn't wear a
Yes.
shirt. I didn't wear a shirt,
Yes.
but I went to listen what they have to say. They have
Yes.
to say. But even though,
Yes.
no matter what party that comes into play, you have
Yes.
as a person who have served in the Jamaica Defence Force, the level of
Yes.
corruption that is still there, no matter what
Yes.
party is in power. And I wonder now, this is what I'm thinking now. That is why maybe people are afraid to be good informers.
Yes.
Because one day if the good informers inform and those corrupted person will say, is that John Brown come and inform on you, you know.
Yeah.
Listen.
Don't it?
Me inform already and police go tell me say I mean inform in a station me in the army.
This serious. This serious.
Hold up, man and general. Tell me again. Repeat that what you said to me. Tell me again.
Yes, listen to me and listen to me good. Me say, me inform by some people, me there one place, see some man come there, when me look, me see man a hide gun a place, and when me look, me see gun a put on, well, lad, me forgot some of it say it like that. Me see fire sticker hide a place, and fire sticker put so, and me go up on my phone, make a phone call, and when me look, explain to the man them, tell them what me I wear, because I'm a friend them we do, you know, the military have MIU people them we basically we that say undercover. And me call one of them when me know and he make the link me can tell them what me have on and tell them how the man them stay, where the man them are wear. And two those when me look at peer police, me see come and me say, alright, yes, the man are gone to prison tonight, you know. Right,
This serious.
me say, when the people them come, man start tell police, and no, sir, them a man a good youth, and man them police them no who was the soldier now on the ground. Soldier, actually soldier, the act soldier man a good youth them. The police them say soldier, you know. Me say yeah man a good youth them man. They know me I got tell them say again. They me not have to tell them no say a good youth them video. Next thing when me know, the man them go to police station with me name in the police station. A good thing say me and ain't no punk in a me place where they come from. Cause maybe they not come kill me too. But they know say it not gonna be that easy for them to run up on me like that. So them have to check when them a come check me. So me have a friend now where did the police because me and him did their military together and him left and go turn police. And I him hear them in there call me name and tell me say, let's go on way one night and blah blah. And me I say yes and the man I say, yeah man we hear XYZ and this a police and the police that say and me they know. So me just show you because the first place, you know the problem start from, you see the soldier when me tell we're supposed to do a job like that. Remember now me tell you, him supposed to work on a cover. Why you did have to tell the police them say
It was
John
you.
Brown say.
Yes.
You understand? Because the police them could pick me up if they want to come in up here because I know that me an idea they can't lock me up. So put me in a jeep if you don't want to put me in a jeep. But you don't make sure that the work carry out. You understand?
Oh my
Put me in a jeep if you want to put me in a jeep because me say nothing now go come out of this because you can't go station and you have to go let me go because when you find out who me be, then you have to go let me go too.
Yeah.
But the man them will be tell you. Make sure that the man get pick up and not get left. But at the end of the day, when the man them come and the man them see what go on and when me look, me say rotted. The man them buy out the argument and me I say look at that. So me just show you.
Yeah,
But like
for
me say,
true.
me will always be an informer when it come to them or something, me brother. Me not no change the screen. That's what me do.
Serious.
Yes, I tell you. Me gonna tell by you. If me live in Florida right now and if me know about anything, you see my place, Jackie can tell me and Jackie born and grow at the same place. Jackie, I'm a family. Him and my bigger cousin, we know what time it is. Listen, if a man must trash in my community when me born and grow, you know, right America, you saw me turn call police, you go take him out, you know, me not play them again, you know. You mad? No stranger now mash up my community when me born and grow cause my family them still there and me have to go back home. So if a man there in my place down there try mash up it, try nobody make it reach my ears because like me say, me still have me link although me no live in Jamaica, me still have me links, you know, me can make no get take out. Do not come in the community with no gun business and no bad man business come here tell pound. That's shit. Nah, put up with it. Not in my place. You must be mad.
This serious.
No, sir. But this informal mentality what we have, I hit a mess up with country.
But not like to you more answer you long time, but you have me laugh till me all
It's too much.
But it's true, it's right.
Corruption.
It's so right.
Even Jackie says action better than words. Saying you will do something and don't.
It's true.
Make an effort to go out and speak to the citizens of the country.
Thank you.
That's the 7 P's for me until Jamaica start to think of Jamaica and not JLP or PMP. Jamaica will be a better place. No die-hearted JLP or PMP. Just think of Jamaica and it will be a better place.
Jamaica, man. Jamaica paradise. Nubian, listen.
I know about Jamaica. I know about Jamaica.
Listen. Because me want you to understand where I come from. You see which part me live? All right. When me go to work, you know.
Yeah.
You know some people greet me when me go to work about them a cuss because they feel like it's a joy for them when they see me. You see Jamaica, a paradise on earth, you know.
I know.
And people would even know, you know.
Yes, I
Jamaica,
know.
a paradise on earth. When me go to work and some white people see me, if you know I hear when they greet me about them a cuss because they feel like I the nicest thing.
Yes.
Jamaica the best place on earth. Me listen to that judge woman there for the people when we watch Judge Maybelline. She have a judge program on company TV. Me say the woman, 2 girl end up on the woman program one morning, come a court one morning and the girl them come a court because they go to Jamaica on vacation now. Remember say them are not Jamaican, you know. And then go to Jamaica on vacation and end up down a Jamaica fight. And the woman said to them, remember say this judge woman you know, no ties a Jamaica, you know, American born and grow, you know.
Yeah.
And the woman said to them, say, uno go to Jamaica on vacation, go fight. West part, uno find time for Ghana gone to somewhere like Jamaica. The woman say, we want to find time for going on this, so go and fight. The woman say, I should have lock up the two of you. If you go to Jamaica, go and fight. The woman say, you fight anywhere, it's not the real except Jamaica. Because Jamaica is paradise on earth.
True, man.
You know how many people let me watch my TV and hear somebody talk like that about my country?
Feel good.
Oh, God Almighty, man.
Feel good, man.
Yeah, man.
So what I say, man?
Oh my days, me not lie. Me have to. Me not
Comment.
lie. It's like this is the part of life and the circle of life is so unpredictable, and we'll never know where life is going to take us.
Yeah,
And
true.
for moments like these where I can sit and hold a conversation with you like this,
Yeah.
and for me, not only me, the world understand what it is to
Yes.
be in the force in Jamaica.
Yes, brother.
I'm so honored, and that is why more time every day. Sometimes I want to tell you say me love you, but sometimes you know as for with Jamaican thing, when you tell a man say
me
they
love you.
love them,
Yeah, man, me love you
you
too.
know,
Me love you
but
too,
we
man.
don't care where a man want to say,
No,
because
man,
we
we
know
don't
we
care
straight.
nobody
You
want to
understand
listen,
what I
man.
mean? And
Many people
that are the-
know how long we know. Tell the people
Ye-
man for how
we don't
long
have to
we
tell
friendship
them,
and
me don't
come
have
from.
to even explain that.
All right.
And
Nobody
me
tell
don't
them.
have to tell them that the part.
Not
But
tell
when
them.
me tell you
Not tell
say,
them. Not tell them.
when me tell you say, you're close to me like how the shirt the palm
That's
me.
what I say, man.
The
That's what I
palm
say, brother, man.
with
Heart
this
and
a
love,
shirt,
man.
the palm
Every
this a
time.
shirt. And then
Every
for make
time,
the
bro.
other people them be educated about what is
Yes, sir.
happening and in the system, and knowing the fact that we have so many persons on the platform at the moment who have served in the military in Jamaica.
Yeah,
And
we're so
and the-
honored.
and,
And the
and,
police- and the
and the
police
police
force.
force.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
to
sir.
tell us what is happening really.
Yes. So we
how
can see
hard it is.
both. We can't see the other side, the dark
As
side.
civilians,
Yeah,
yes.
but you know, we can see the part where you guys are coming from, the
Yes.
side, and it's so
It
so
is
important.
good, and that
Yeah.
is to show that even we have been here talking about all the factors that motivates and what causes a crime. But there's also, now we have come, because earlier on we had discussed that due to crime it can be destructive parents, access to weapons, lack of attention and respect, peer pressure,
Yes.
brain injury, low esteem,
Yeah.
media overload, right? Vulnerability, right?
Yes.
And stress
you see-
that contribute
you see-
to
you see-
crime. But one minute, man, General. But
Yes,
yet,
yes.
although we have discussed all of those things that have contributed to crime, now we have
Yes.
also come up on a solution. That there's
Yes.
also a solution to the crime.
That's it, and that is what we
We
are
wanted
aiming for.
that
Yes.
there's a solution.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, good and
This
gracious
is
it is,
what
man.
the show is all
All
about. You know.
So there's actually
Yes,
a
sir.
solution.
Yes.
But who
Yes.
that holds the power is not doing what they're supposed to do.
That's it.
Yes.
That
Yes.
is it.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
And to have
Yeah, man,
somebody
that's where the
like
problem
you
come in.
serving, who has served and telling us this is the do. And as I've always thought about it, that regardless of whatsoever going, because of the politics, not the politics, the politics, because
Yes.
everybody is afraid of Mr. Renito Adams. I'm going to tell
Yeah,
you
man.
something.
What are you gonna say now again?
One more thing, Nubian. I'm going to say something to you. Hear what happened, you know. More
Yes,
time
sir.
when me a talk, them like to keep me, say me not to talk. And
No,
when,
sir.
them like to
That's
keep me
not nice.
silent. And when me
No,
silent,
it
you
ain't
know
gonna,
how it go. Hear
there's a
what
lot
happened
of
now.
to
Yeah.
say as well. It's
All
not
right.
just you.
Yeah. But me I got to tell you something. Why me always requested Mr. Renito Adams back Nubian. Yeah? You know the era that I'm from. Right?
Yeah.
We're not going to
Yes.
mention my area. And when
Yes.
me see Mr. Renito Adams find himself in a my area, how many miles from Kingston, in the
Yes.
morning, pick up a man
Yeah.
where I go a cow bush in the morning,
Yes.
and the crime rate did drop. And he
Yes.
said no, he would still offer his services. But they said no.
Bro.
You understand?
I just out of, you see, listen, when a man, he asks the question all the time, he say how much people who don't know where him take their life. The man say, who can't point out, nobody say, I me take that person in your life, you know. But the man I work with a team where they just know, say, just the fear where the man are driving at people. Listen, me dey home, I go man level figure cut me here. Every Friday me used to go at the barber go cut me here and I go man level. Oh, me reach a man level, me I say, they know the place looks on a Friday evening. It's like a ghost town. Me I say, no sir, this just so strange. Me can't walk to man level town, so what happen? Bro, when me reach on the front, me see one of my friend and he tell me say, if me not hear what going on, I say no sir. He say Adams and he crew did about it. Man level town empty. All innocent people run away because nobody no want figure out. I just fear because you know say listen, when this man come, you don't know how he might turn out for you, you know.
True.
It's just based on your behavior. But no, I don't like say the man did go to the road and I throw down innocent people out the road. No. He never did do that. If he want to come for you, the reason why the man come for you. Yes.
Oh, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard, Chan Black Cat. Welcome aboard. Sorry, Manager General. We like that you're on the phone. It's great. Jackie says a lot of people don't give information to people because police will bring back their names. And some don't say. Yeah, and some don't say anything until the bad man can't come out of the community and start doing their crimes in the community. They get tired of them. That's the time they start giving information.
True.
Yeah.
Same cycle.
Yeah. You see?
100%.
No more comments.
No, that's no more comments there.
Wow.
1 second, people.
It was absolutely a blast. Because, man and general, when we look into it, you know,
yes,
a lot of times we struggle and we try to find the solution to the problem with the crime rate. That is
solve the problem, bro.
And how to solve it.
The problem indeed.
And prevent it.
Yes, prevent instead of trying to solve, brother.
Yes, and
you see, next thing, me not cut your mal and let me say something. Like, me know say, like, for Jamaica and certain places is different. No, here so which part me live, and for the rest of people them will know, and depends on the state where you live in America. No, you see your children.
Yeah,
we have to make sure say we have to know our kids.
Yes,
we don't hide certain things from our kids. We have to make your kids know where you stand for. Now, if you have a child and you realize say you have to go hide certain things from the child, then you don't have no choice. You have to go hide certain things from them. Now, I am saying this to say, you know, say me bring my kids them go to the range.
Yeah.
The first time I bring my daughter to the range, she a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
My son, they here with me now, and my son are just 12-year-old, and me have a date with my son to bring him to the range tomorrow. Me don't hide certain things from him.
Yeah.
Me make them say, listen, this is what this is. This is how you go about this. This is what you do. This is what you don't do.
True.
You understand? Me not, because look here, man, I don't want to find myself in a position where maybe me drop down in the house and somebody come in there to take my life and my daughter where 18-year-old now couldn't even know say daddy have one fire stick put on there so where she could have make a difference. Maybe save her life or save her brother life or whatever the case is. You understand? But like me say, at the end of the day, you have to know your kids, because me now say no, everybody must go take up them picnic, carry them go arrange to go fire stick and know about fire stick and the whole 9 yards. You have to know your child.
True.
Grow your child the right and proper way. Don't hide certain things from the picnic, because when you make that child start get curious, trouble are going to be there,
True. That is so true.
Anytime the child start get curious, trouble is going to be there. So you have to make them know.
Welcome up, sorry. Welcome aboard, Julian. Welcome aboard. Julian says police called one of my friends to be deceased already.
See, no.
Yeah.
Condolences.
Condolences, yes, Julian.
Yes. Sorry to hear that,
Yeah, we're sorry to hear that. And we're, just to let the people know, we're speaking with a former JDF officer that served in the Jamaica Defense Force for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And he has been informing us and what are some of the main reasons of corruption, and that Jamaica, the persons in power now, also have the power to stop what is going on with the shooting and stuff like that, with the ta that is
Yes.
going on in Jamaica.
Of course, of
Now,
course.
it is very interesting because what you said that you have taught your kids and bring your kids to that place and stuff like that.
Yes,
But
yes,
now, look at it on another perspective.
yes,
You have bringing them there to move that
yes,
sense of curiosity because the fire
yes,
stick is there.
yes,
No, this is because of what is going on around you and your
yes, sir.
surrounding, why
Yes,
you
sir.
have to take those necessary
Yes, sir.
I'm
measures.
sorry, Benson, but
Yeah.
Julian is not impressed because he said Julian is Father Mango. Sorry, Father Mango. That's one of our DJs on the station. I'm very, very sorry. Sorry. Go ahead. We have to address this because yeah. Have you got a trailer full?
This serious.
I'm very serious right now.
You know the mother saying, say, yeah, there's a time and place to everything, you know. And
Yes,
then what happen is when that come into place, so it is the same thing that is happening with you now, wherein there's a time
yes,
wherein society has allowed you now that you have to take up that initiative to take away that curiosity from your
yes,
kids.
yes,
Now, I personally, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
yes,
But yet still, when we sit back at the age that we are now
yeah,
and have to make our 10-year-olds, our 12-year-olds, our 13-year-olds look and said, look, this is life. It's the
yeah,
reality of life.
yes,
You don't know what is there before you, but yet
yes,
still you have to make the preparation.
yes,
That's it.
This is not the type of world that me and you have thought about that it would be when we were 20 years younger.
yes.
Don't it? It's not the
True.
world that we thought it would have been.
No way.
Reality, man.
And this is a reality check to those persons who are viewing life the way we are viewing it. That we are living in a serious time. Things and time has changed. And the more the persons of our age think about peace and love, that the younger generation are becoming more heartless each day.
Yes,
And that is why we as elders, when we do find those kids that shows the behavior of
yeah,
becoming something good in society, and for those persons who have lost trail and lost
yeah,
take the foot off the righteous path, for us to take the initiative and try to help them to bring them on a straight path.
yes,
It's going
sir.
to be very, very hard for us. And I know it
well,
can be
yeah.
challenging.
That's it. I mean, you know, remember words are spells, so we have to try not to say hard and them something there, because, you know, words are spells. So the more we say things are hard, the harder it will be. We have to try
Yeah.
and change our mindset and how we think, because it's so much easier to think negative than positive. For some strange reason, it's so much easier to think negative more than the positive. So if we have
True,
more people around the globe with
Uh-huh.
this vibration of positivity, they have to
Yeah.
have some form of light.
Mhm.
Do you understand? Because obviously it's challenging, because when you see so much bad things happen, it's easier to think of the negative. But then we always have to think of the opposite, which is the positive. So we try not to say certain words. It's very challenging because we're so used to saying certain words since we were young people, just saying the bad things that, oh, it's never going to happen for me. That's never going to happen. You can't keep saying that. You have to change it and say, you know what? It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Because if it doesn't happen, it's just the world's going to self-destruct. It is. So we have to try and change our mindset. It's very important.
Yeah.
Yes. So on that note, thank you, man, General, for calling
Yes, darling,
in.
always a pleasure, man.
Oh
It's a
my
pleasure.
goodness, it was such a lovely
Yes,
call in. I
always.
really appreciate you, and I'm really grateful for you for serving for your country. And
Always.
it's such an honor to speak
Yes,
to
ma'am.
all those people online. Father Mango, General, DJ Jockey. It's such an honor to speak to people that's been in the military and can shed some light on how it is
Yes,
for
ma'am.
you guys.
Mhm.
Because a lot of people haven't served for the military and we haven't got a clue. So you have shed some light on that. I'm so grateful for you. So thank you again for calling in and enjoy the rest of your evening.
100%. All the time. All the time. And
Yeah.
same to you.
All right. Thank
Yeah, so
you.
big up all of the listeners them on the platform them.
Yes.
It's always a joy and a pleasure, man.
Manners and
Benson.
respect, brother. Every time.
Heart of love, my friend. Heart of
Yeah,
love.
man.
Heart of love.
Love, enough love, enough
All
love.
right. Take care. Love to
Yeah.
the family.
All right.
All right,
Thank
manners
you.
and respect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bye.
Respect.
Yeah, enough love to man and general. And the next time, him always say he's coming here, but I would prefer for us to even meet in Jamaica, You get what I mean? So me I go call him, and then whenever me I go Jamaica, make sure you say anything you have to do, you go leave where you do, because me I go tell you say me I go Jamaica now. So make sure you say you're there when I'm there. Now, Danny Pang, big up yourself, and all of the persons that are locked on. Remember, after the show, Father Mango will be playing some songs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, on the GMPC Live.
Yes.
And for those persons who are listening for the first time, welcome aboard. Just to let you know that it's just a matter of time that we're going to change the name on the YouTube. So I need to tell you from now to get yourself familiar that when you're looking for the platform and you can't find the platform, what you need to do, and all you have to do is look for GMPC Entertainment, ENT. Just look for GMPC ENT.
Not now, but yeah,
not
when we
now,
do.
in future. So get yourself familiar
Yeah.
with the platform.
Yeah.
Nubian, I think this has been a show that is going to go in the archives.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm so grateful for Mana General and for all those persons who have participated in the show.
Yes.
Zeus, big up yourself every time,
Yes.
For everybody who participate in the show and for Mana General to shed a deeper light on what is happening in the system. And for those officers and the Jamaica Defense Force personnel that who would want to take the law and uphold the law, that they are also restricted to some sort.
Well, I feel
And
like
for
we
D.
can. Sorry, I feel like we can find some comfort to know that at least we know that people from the military that's been in the military has tried to make a difference, and it was challenging. Hence why you all had to leave. But as a unit and as what's the word I'm looking for, Benson?
Jano, that's something I just had to grab.
Together,
Oh dear.
together, we'll be able to make a difference.
Yes.
We have to blame the happy
Yeah, that's a
juice.
unit. That had the unity.
It's a unit,
The
unity, yeah.
The
If we all
unity.
sit together, it's a force to be reckoned with. To be honest, I have to big up Zuz because she felt unwell throughout the show and she had to leave us, but she's okay. But she
Yeah.
couldn't be here for the ending of the show, and it's her birthday tomorrow, so I have to big up Zuz each and every
Every
time.
time. Big up Zeus.
Yeah. And big up Mark, and it's your birthday tomorrow as well.
Yeah, Mark.
Each and every time.
Happy Earth Strong.
Yeah.
And for all those persons who are listening, I just want to let you know I'm not going to say what it is, but also keep Lieutenant Stitchy, the DJ Stitchy, in your prayers also, who
Yes.
is not doing so well
That's it.
at the moment.
Well,
so
he's doing well. We have to put prayers so he can. Yes. Sorry, Benson.
the amount of sorry you tell me since night.
Well, at least I'm saying
Me
it.
not lie, me no know. I lucky thing, me never charge you sorry.
Well, at least I'm saying it.
Chat too much.
Yeah, that's
No,
what
me
you
no
do.
know. So, here what happened. So, Lieutenant Stitchy is not well at the moment. That a speedy recovery, and keep him in your prayers, and all the persons who are not feeling well at the moment.
Yes.
We're wishing you a speedy recovery. All the persons who are celebrating a birthday, happy birthday to you, coming from the GMPC Live family. You know, it was a pleasure being here. Nubian, over to you, madam.
Oh, so now I can speak. You're trying to say that, yeah, we chat too much. Okay, people. If you can't be good, be careful. Next week, we do not have a show because it is the Notting Hill Carnival in the UK. Yeah, it is hype over here. It is Carnival weekend, bank holiday, Sunday and Monday Carnival. So we will have a show next week, but we definitely will be here the week after the next. That's the talk show I'm talking about. I'm not talking about anything else. That's a talk show. And before I go, if you could please like, share, follow, and subscribe to all our channels, I'll be very grateful. Father Mango is going to be up next after this show. So whoever's on the GMPC Live, stay tuned. We've got lots more of exciting things happening as well. So make sure you keep your ears open and your eyes because a lot more exciting news is coming your way. So without further ado, I would like to say goodbye to each and every one of you. Love you guys. Double Facebook, Kick, GMPC Live, Beagle, YouTube, and Mixcloud. Love you guys. If you can't be good, be careful. Until next time, not next week, the week after next. Take care.
Bye.